We invite all students, fans, and alumni to join the State High Marching Band in performing the State High Alma Mater.
On the eve of the stripe out at Beaver Stadium across the town of State College, it's a whiteout at Memorial Field as the State College Little Lions welcome in the Rams of Central Dauphin. Welcome in, everybody, to CNET's coverage of high school football. I'm Andre Magaro, joined alongside my broadcast partner, Preston Shoemaker. And Preston, these two teams coming in on a little different treks of momentum. For Central Dauphin, the first game last week, after a lengthy COVID pause, their offense was firing on all cylinders against Chambersburg, and starts with quarterback Max Mosey.
Yeah, I'm looking at that connection this week, Andre, between Max Mosey and the wide receiver, Juice Selby. Last week, Selby, 8 receptions, 190 yards, and 2 touchdowns. If those two can have a chemistry like that against this State College defense, they're going to come on the road and make a lot of noise in this whiteout, not the noise that the fans here in State College want to hear.
Meanwhile, for State High, it's all about the bodies that aren't in the lineup. No Jay Sean Green for the second straight week for the Little Lions. Quarterback Finn Furmanek was also on a scooter during pregame warm-ups. That means new man's taking the reins of the offense, Jack Morris.
Absolutely. A couple weeks ago, I got the chance to talk with Coach Lintel, and he told me Jack Morris is one of the smartest football players on this team. He's a guy that can get the job done wherever he gets plugged in. He's going to get plugged in a pretty crucial role tonight. I'm interested to see how Morris takes helm of this offense. 1 touchdown this season on the ground with the legs. None through the air for Morris, although he's been called in a couple of different times throughout the season. He's going to have the helm of the offense tonight. I'm interested to see how he takes it.
State High's looking to get back in the win column after a 34-13 loss to CD East last week. Get right back in the thick of things in the Mid-Penn Commonwealth against the cream of the crop and the CD Rams. We'll have kickoff for you up next here on CNET.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's athletic training services are provided by Mount Henry Physician Group and under the watchful eye of athletic trainers Ryan Knight and Mount Henry Physician Group for their services, support, and care for our student athletes. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in extending a warm Memorial Field welcome to our guests and visitors tonight, the Rams of Dauphin High School. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your State College Little Lions. Central Dauphin has the first half kickoff. State College will defend the north end zone to start the game.
Back here at Memorial Field on a crisp, cool fall evening here on a Friday night, the 1st of October. Central Dauphin won the toss. They elect to receive, and the visiting Rams will receive the football, open things up. Underway, pooch kick fielded on one hop. And after a brief bobble, bottled up is David Chase. Gets to about the 22, and a good start for State High on special teams.
Well, that's exactly what Quinn Murphy's looking to do when you get a pooch kick like that. You get that defense in a little bit quicker. You capitalize in and able to get that stop. It's a nice job by the special teams there by State High to really set the tone moving into this contest.
Ball placed in between the 22 and 23 yard line. Now this electric Central Dauphin offense gets to work. Max Mosey at the helm of it. 28 for 47 on the young season through 3 games. Mosey has thrown for just under 500 yards, 4 touchdowns and an interception. Starts in a shotgun set. Just 3 seconds off the clock here in the first quarter. Tyrell English in the game at running back. Receiver out in motion, gets it. That's Chase once again, shedding would-be tacklers, gets out to about the 30. Before he's tackled by a gang of Nittany Lions. Kurzinger getting in on the tackle.
Well, that's something we're going to see a lot of tonight, Andre. This offense for Central Dauphin uses the ground game a lot of jet sweeps, a lot of handoffs. Keep an eye on those running backs, Tyrell English and David Chase getting involved.
Roll out on 2nd down and 2. Throw beyond the sticks is caught, hauled in to the 40-yard line. And that'll be enough for the first down. Juice Selby on the reception, gets forward. Correction, that's Andre Noel, and he'll move the sticks for the Rams.
Yeah, Jack Rochot there to get the stop. Rochot, one of those senior inside linebackers that's the heart of the State High defense.
Handoff to English up the middle on 1st down, dives forward for a few. 11:18 on the clock, first quarter. Another steady gain of 4 on 1st down for the Rams. English this season, lead bell cow back for the Rams. On the verge of 300 yards on the season.
John Scott on the tackle for State High.
He'll stay in the game. Mosey stays in the gun. Once again, Chase into motion. They'll hand it to him up the middle. Bottled up immediately for a minimal gain. We get about a yard and a 3rd down opportunity for State High to get a stop.
Well, there's no secret that they're going to use this run game, Andre, and I think Matt Lintel and the State College defense has seen that enough on film. They were ready for it on that one. You see the motion coming across into that formation. You got to know, be ready for that handoff, and the defense was there.
Gain of 2 on the play, 3rd and 4 from the 46, just a minute and a half in. Bit of a premature start, and there comes the flags. It's Chase who jumped a little early. We'll see if there's any movement on the line as well, but either way, Central Dauphin backed up.
Start penalty against Central Dauphin.
Those mistakes are really going to cost you as you're trying to put together a drive. That's going to happen with any team. Finding a way to limit mistakes tonight for both of these squads is incredibly crucial.
3rd and 4 becomes a 3rd and 9. State College looks to bring heavy pressure. Three receivers out to the right of Mosey. Play action fake, goes deep through the middle of the field. He's got a streaking Chase, and he makes the catch. Hauls it in inside the 25-yard line.
Catch made by David
That's Chase going right down the
Central
slot, getting
Dauphin
out in front of
first down
Calvin
at the
Roan, the
State High
safety for
20.
State College, and right there is how lethal that Mosey can be in the air. Just like that, they pick up a huge play and they're ready to go again.
Gain is to the 21. Mosey rolls out to his left, pocket collapsing, gets it away. And that ball is incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 for Central
Was intended
Dauphin.
for Noel. 2nd and 10 upcoming. Clock stop with 9:49 to go in the first quarter.
Long in the season for David Chase through the air coming into the contest today was 63 yards. He's had some long connections already, and he can get the job done with his legs. That's exactly what Central Dauphin's looking to do when they can jump and take those chunk plays, get into scoring position.
One way to make up for a false start, surely. 2nd and 10 for the Rams. Crowd getting into it here early. Little Lion student section. Mosey's been exclusively operating out of the shotgun. Another sweep give to Chase, diving up the middle. He'll set up 3rd down and short.
David Chase on the carry.
Got to give Chase the credit on that one. He takes that ball. There's not much of a hole, but he's able to squeeze through the defenders and fight for a couple of yards and fall forward. Chase heading back to the sideline on this play, see what Mosey has to offer out of the shotgun.
3rd down and 3 from the State High 14-yard line. English back into the game at running back. 3 receivers towards the bottom of your screen. 9:17 to go in the first quarter. Zion Allen into motion. Give around the edge to English. He gets to the 2nd level inside the 10-yard line, cuts back in field, and he'll get the 1st down.
When you run the jet sweep enough, it opens up that opportunity. They fake the jet sweep, give the handoff there to English, and they're able to get that 1st down. It's just a lot of options that you have on the offensive end when you can really open it up.
Central Dauphin 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. Sets up 1st and goal from the 7. Rams threw a red zone interception. Get things started the last game. More laundry on the field before the ball is snapped. Some more premature movement, and they'll back him up 5 yards.
Penalty against Central Dauphin.
Going back a little bit, it was a bit of a rocky start for the Rams last week against Chambersburg, coming out of that COVID pause. Retrieved an onside kick to get the game started. And then Max Mosey threw a red zone interception at the beginning of the game, but it didn't stop the Central Dauphin offense, trying to start hot once more. 8:41 to go in the quarter. Now 1st and goal from the 12 on the opening drive of the ball game. Mosey, clean in the pocket. Going for the back pylon. It's caught. Touchdown, Central Dauphin. Randy Rudy on the reception, and the Rams strike first.
Second touchdown of the season for Rudy, and just a dime of a pass from Max Mosey. Sees his man breaking for that back corner pylon, leads him out and able to split through 2 defenders to get that touchdown reception. We talked a little bit in the pregame, Andre, about how Mosey has had the tendency for some slow starts this season. That's a pretty quick start, if you ask me, to get points on the board on that first drive.
Aaron Stauffer, a perfect 14 of 14 on PATs, but flag flies, and we'll see what the ruling is here. It's offside on State College. And now we'll see how aggressive Central Dauphin is. They might trot the offense out there.
And that's what I think you do here. You get a little bit closer to the end zone. Why not get a little aggressive and try to pound this in for 2? You're given that ability, and you see the offense coming back out here as Mosey is going to have a chance to try to put something together.
Mosey gets the signals from his sideline. It'll be a 2-point attempt from the 1-yard line, 6-0. Central Dauphin leads with a 12-yard touchdown strike. Minute to go to Randy Rudy. Bit of a high snap. It's corralled. English up the middle is in for the 2-point conversion. Tyrell English capitalizes off the State College mistake, and it's a perfect start for the Rams.
That's a good call there from the head coach from the Central Dauphin Rams, Glenn McNummy. He just has that ability, and he's got that aggressiveness to go for it there on 2. You take advantage of that State College mistake, and it's a costly one for the Little Lions. Now get a chance to trot the offense out there and see what they can do to try to respond.
Methodical march down the field for Central Dauphin. They take an 8-0 lead. We'll step aside. 8:24 to go in the first quarter here on CNET. Back at Memorial Field, 8:24 to go, first quarter, 8-0 Central Dauphin leads. Methodical march straight down the field, taking the lead on the State High Little Lions. Some trouble on the kickoff. No harm, no foul. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And here's our first chance to take a look at the quarterback, Jack Morris, coming out here. No Finn Furmanak today. Morris is going to get that chance. He's been in the shotgun formation and been that quarterback for State College a couple of times this season. Backup last year, once again the backup, but the junior has that football IQ. It's what Matt Lintel tells us. Get a chance to see how he can come out and work this offense on this first drive.
Morris has had experience at quarterback this season for State High. All three quarterbacks rostered played week 1 of the season. Going 8 for 21 with 133 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Morris starts in the shotgun from his own 20 on a 1st and 10. 8:23 to go, first quarter, 8-0 Central Dauphin. Morris takes the snap. Handoff around the edge to Bendick. He cuts back in field, smashes his way forward for a gain of 9.
It's one of the things that Brady Bendick does best. He's able to lower that shoulder and get those couple extra yards every time he draws contact, able to absorb the blow there and fall forward. Bendick's going to be a big part of the run game today for the Little Lions.
Bendick just shy of 200 yards on the season, sets up 2nd and short for State High. 7:55 to go, first quarter, 8-0 Central Dauphin leads. Morris in a 3-receiver set. Yurka in the game beside him at running back. Fakes to give to Yurka. Morris will keep it himself. He'll plow ahead. Depend on the spot, but it looks like he has first down yardage to the 31.
Morris on the quarterback draw for a 2-yard gain. That's a State High first down.
See Morris there talking with TJ Yoder. He's going to line up at the bottom of the screen here. Yoder is a critical part of this wide receiver room without Jashawn Green. Have to see Yoder step up today.
Flings out to Yoder on first down, gets a block from the Stasi, cuts back in field, and gets beyond the 40-yard line for another first down.
Yoder's been a big part of the offense all season long, and without having Jashawn Green in the game, he's arguably that #1 receiver. Able to build some chemistry here with Morris early on. See if that chemistry can develop as the game continues.
Bendick's back in the game at running back. Morris looking to throw again. Flings it out wide, incomplete.
Pass intended for Nick Lighting, incomplete, brings up 2nd down for State College at the Little Lions.
Nick Lighting, the intended receiver on the play, right through his hands. 2nd down and 10 for State High. Ball's at the 43, 7:08 to go, first quarter, 8-0 Central Dauphin leads. Morris stays in the gun. Sweep around the edge. Getting towards midfield, Yoder. He'll dive for that 50-yard line. Set up 3rd and manageable for the Little Lions.
On the carry for State College. Be a gain of 7 to midfield for the Little Lions. It brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3 after the sweep play from Yoder. 7:01 on the clock. Central Dauphin looking to stop State High after marching down the field to their own accord. Morris gets a snap, give up the middle to Bendick. He pushes the pile. And it'll depend on the spot, but it looks like just a bit short as it stands right now.
Yeah, Bendick getting right to about the yard to gain, but it just depends where they spot this football. It's a nice stop by that front defensive line by Central Dauphin, but it looks like a generous spot for State College. They're going to get this first down.
Gain is to the 47 of the Rams. Morris on 1st and 10, back to pass again. High throw, incomplete. Was looking for Price and just way overshot him.
Pass intended for Brandon.
Going to see a little bit of growing pains here and there with Morris. He hasn't had that ability to sit in the pocket and feel comfortable numerous times this season. Just a couple of games that he's gotten onto the field, but he had an open man there in Price and just got to have to find a way to bring those throws down.
1 for 3 start for Jack Morris. 2nd down and 10, 6:42 to go, first quarter. Yurka in the game at running back. Play action fake. Morris throws over the middle. Once again, incomplete. Had Yoder that time, but just too far out in front of him.
It took a big hit after that throw. Morris knocked down off of his feet, and just having to, find a way to hang in the pocket and connect on those throws is going to be critical for Jack as he continues to progress through here in this contest.
3rd down and 10 for the Little Lions. Already converted 1 3rd down on the drive. 8-0. Central Dauphin has the lead with 6:39 to play in quarter number 1. Morris rolls right. Looking deep down the field, and it's through the hands, incomplete. Had a receiver in the vicinity by the sticks, and it couldn't be hauled in. And stayed high after a little momentum on offense, will be forced to punt.
It was a great throw that was in the vicinity there, but Yoder just had it come in and out of the hands. Morris will head back to the sidelines and try to figure out some things for that next drive. A couple of solid passes there, but just some great defense by Central Dauphin as well. We'll see that come right back into the offense for Central Dauphin.
Quinn Murphy to punt. End over end kick. Fair catch hauled in right at the 20-yard line. That's where the Rams will reset. 8-0 Central Dauphin leads. Inside 6.5 to go here in the first quarter.
Fair caught by Andre Noel. It'll be Central Dauphin 1st down.
Max Mosey back out, methodical. He played drive for the Rams. Had to march down the field. 77 yards and put 8 points up on the board. Mosey started the game 2 for 2 on that drive. Here he is, English joins him in the backfield. Receiver in motion, fakes a sweep, it's a handoff up the middle to English, and he gets stood up at the point of attack for a minimal gain.
Tyrell English met at the line of scrimmage.
Plenty of Little Lions in on the tackle, and just a gain of 1 on 1st down for the Rams.
Clean up on the tackle, 2nd and 10 for Central Dauphin.
Still 3 receivers in on the 2nd down and 10. Be a pass for Mosey, flipped out short in the flat, hauled in, tripped up just about at the line of scrimmage, or rather the 1st down marker, and extending over is Noel. He has another 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by Noel to put on the brakes and break back out outside. That little pivot and get around allowed him to get into that secondary and push forward to gain that 1st down.
Gain is to the 34. Rams on their own side of the field. 5:29 to go first quarter. Already lead 8-0. Mosey, a perfect 3 for 3 start to the game. 3 receivers down to the bottom of your screen, but it's a give up the middle to English. He's turning the legs forward, but doesn't get far beyond the line of scrimmage.
It looked like Bendick that was there to meet him at the line of scrimmage and bring him down. It's about no gain, maybe a loss of a yard even.
John Scott on the tackle for State High.
Same set for Central Dauphin. 2nd down and 9 once more. Clock ticks under 5 to go in the opening frame. Zion Allen waved into motion. We'll give it to him off the edge, but he's thrown down in the backfield. State High making the adjustments, gets to the point of attack. Another big stop, sets up 3rd and long.
Making the adjustment is going to be crucial. There's TJ Yoder getting involved on that one, but you know that motion is coming, being ready for those jet sweeps and those quick handoffs. The defensive line's been there, and they're going to force a pass here on 3rd and long.
Central Dauphin 2 for 2 on 3rd downs in the ball game. 4:09 on the clock, 8-0. Rams lead the Little Lions. Noel down to the bottom of your screen. Mosey's going to tuck it and run. Gets forward, makes a man miss in space out towards the sideline. And he throws on the afterburners. And he stepped out right at the first down marker. See what the ruling is. And it looks like it's right at that marker, Preston.
Yeah, he's coming right there, and they will say it is a first down. Mosey able to make a man miss and get out to the sideline and sticking the football out in front of him as he gets there. It's a great move by Mosey, who, as we mentioned, has that dual threat ability, getting it done through the air and on the ground. Gets it done with his legs on that one.
Averages just under 65 rushing yards a game. That carry takes him over 200 for the season. Third down conversion for the Rams already. First down gets them to their own 44-yard line. Play clock was running down. Flags fly, but it looks like they'll give Central Dauphin the timeout before the play clock expires. McNamee just getting it off in time.
And just taking a look at McNamee, you know, the 9-time Mid-Penn Commonwealth, or rather 9 titles, but just state champ, a state runner-up to his name. He's a guy that you look at that team and this offense trying to put something together here with a younger quarterback in Mosey. All things considered, he's a coach that can really get the job done, and he can really put those plays together across the way for Central Dauphin. 1st and 10 they're going to be dealing with here on a new set of downs, but I think that the mixture of putting the ball on the ground and keeping the ball in the air has been good for them so far early. We saw that big chunk play early in the contest. They went to chase down the field, but this drive's been a lot more on the ground. I'm wondering to see here if we're going to see Mosey attack through the air a little more.
It's a balanced attack for Central Dauphin. They average just under 380 yards per game total. Over 200 of those, 214 to be exact, come on the ground in each contest. Steady diet of both so far. Out of the timeout, we'll see what they have here on 1st down and 10 from their own 44. 3:52 to go, first quarter, 8-0. Rams lead the Little Lions. Methodical drive down the field. State College stalled right around the 50. Another 3-receiver set. Noel's at the bottom of your screen. Zion Allen in the game as well, down to the right. Sets a pass over the middle. It's caught. Getting down towards the 30-yard line, and here comes Central Dauphin once more.
Calvin Roan coming across to make that tackle, but right there's what we were just talking about, Andre. Able to get it done in the air and on the ground. After working on the ground for a little bit, a nice chunk play to get down in the 1st and 10 through the air.
Gains all the way to the state high 32. Another 1st and 10 for the Rams. Mosey, another play action fake. Looking deep over the middle for Allen. He's got it. Touchdown Central Dauphin, and right down the field again go the Rams. They've had their way so far and tamed the whiteout here at Memorial Field.
That's the linebacker, Will Stone, in coverage and just able to get past him down into that secondary, and another great throw coming out of the left hand of Max Mosey. Just delivers that, leading his receiver one step into the end zone, and now lining up for an extra point, a chance to go up by 15.
32 yards on the play, 2nd passing touchdown already for Mosey. Came into the game with just 4 on the season. It's time a more traditional PAT, and it's knocked straight through by Stauffer. All Central Dauphin in the early going, 3:22 to go in the opening quarter, 15-0 Rams over the Little Lions. We'll step aside here on CNET.
College, nothing.
.322 to go first quarter, 15-0 Central Dauphin leads state high. Andre Miguel, Preston Shoemaker, happy you could join us here. It's Fall Friday night on CNET. State high on the return, a big booming hit right around the 15-yard line. That's the way it's gone so far, all Central Dauphin in the early stages.
Looked like A.J. Wenrich getting down the field in special teams to make that stop for Central Dauphin. And now Jack Morris is going to have his hands full. Got to come out here, try to find a way to flip that momentum back in your control. You're on the offensive end. You got to control this offense. Morris will have a chance to come back out there, stalled out in the first drive at about midfield. Try to combine that aerial and ground attack and get something moving.
Morris was 1 for 5 on the first drive. State high, a couple of first downs, but ultimately stalled. It's on the side of midfield. Morris starts shotgun, lead back Bendick to his left. And a little pre-snap movement, the flags fly once more. It's another pre-snap penalty on the Rams. That's their second already, and certainly not something you want to do against a backup quarterback, Preston, giving State High a short field.
Well, absolutely. State High now, you got to find a way to take advantage of this here. You're just gifted 5 yards. See what you can do with it.
Morris filling in for Finn Furmanek. Rolls out on 1st and 5. Another high throw, incomplete, over the head of T.J. Yoder.
And Morris taking another big hit at the end of that play. That's something that I've noticed already with the Rams. They are really getting in after the quarterback, putting those blitzes on 4 or 5-man rushes and trying to put that pressure on the backup quarterback with Jack Morris. Find a way to make it chaotic and see if you can make that shift the game in your side. Morris has got to find a way to, beyond that, get some time and set those feet, make a better pass.
Still 15-0 Central Dauphin. Clock stopped at 3:10 to go in the first quarter. It'll be a 2nd and 5 upcoming for State High from their own 22-yard line. Morris and Bendick stay in the backfield. 3-receiver set. To give up the middle to Bendick. Gets past the first man, but immediately bottled up. Maybe a yard on the play, and it sets up 3rd down once again for State High.
A big chance here for Central Dauphin to continue to keep this momentum on their end. A big 3-and-out stop here would likely set up good field position, but only 4 yards to gain for State College. Find a way to get this one across and keep this drive alive, whether it's on the ground with Bendick or perhaps going through the air, finding a guy like Yoder or maybe Price.
Little word between Morris and Lentel on the sideline before this 3rd down and 4. 2:34 on the clock, 15-0 Central Dauphin leads. Morris takes a snap, sweep around the edge to Yoder, tries to get to that second level, but he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Roan gets in on the tackle. State High forced to a 3-and-out.
Looked like Darian Thomas had a bit of that one as well. A lot of push from that defensive line for Central Dauphin, and that's tough for Yoder to get all the way out to the outside and get that across. You end up losing a yard, and now the punt team's out for the Little Lions.
Quinn Murphy out once more. Andre Noel set to return just on the State College side of midfield. Murphy's kick away from Noel. He'll let it bounce. Takes a generous bounce for Central Dauphin. Good field position for the Rams. The last thing you wanted if you're State High. The Rams with a short field and a 15-point lead.
Yeah, you said it, Andre. I mean, a great stop on the defensive end by Central Dauphin, and you keep that momentum really on your side. Now you send back out your quarterback in Mosey, who's made 2 solid touchdown passes through the air. You stuck the ball on the opposite 40 or 35-yard line.
2 touchdown passes already for Max Mosey. 1:40 to go first quarter. He'll start things from the State College 35-yard line. It's whiteout crowd trying to engage in the game. State College make themselves heard. Already 2 easy drives for this Central Dauphin offense that leads the Mid-Penn Commonwealth with over 37 points per game. Mosey to throw again, looking deep down the middle of the field. Got Allen, just overshot him, incomplete. It's Allen who had the 2nd touchdown catch, nearly another sneaking behind the Little Lions secondary.
Yeah, Allen has continued to do it, and honestly, that's what these wide receivers are doing, a full-blown sprint off the line and getting past. And now we see a late flag coming in here. Interested to see where this is going. Perhaps an unsportsmanlike on one of these sides. But just to get back to the point, State College secondary, you got to drop back, got to stay with your man. If he starts to get by you, you got to turn and get into a sprint. You can't allow Allen and company to continue to sprint past, because that's an opportunity there where if Mosey drops that in on time, that's another touchdown.
It's the first incompletion of the game for Max Mosey after a 1-for-7 start last week. No such start here. It's been high flying for the Central Dauphin offense. It's their second game out of a 3-week-long COVID pause.
Well, it looks like the referees will come together here. The flag appears to be picked up, and things will be set to go.
After all the confusion, it's 2nd down and 10, still from the State College 35-yard line, 1:35 to go first quarter. Bit of a high snap, it's corralled. Mosey hands it off up the middle, it's English. We'll pick up about 3 or 4 on the play. Now set up 3rd down.
Calvin Roan charging in after that one from the secondary to be in on the tackle. Chance for State College to get a stop of their own and get this ball back in the hands of the offense.
3rd and 7 Rams.
3rd and 7, Central Dauphin's 3 for 3 on 3rd down so far in the ball game. Mosey's alone in the backfield. Play action fake. Rolls out to his left. Pocket collapsing. Throws across his body. And it's incomplete. Randy Rudy was the intended receiver. Pass was a little behind him. It sets up 4th and 7. Owen Barr was the one in coverage. See what the approach is. A little bit of no man's land on the field, and it looks like Central Dauphin's going to keep their offense out there.
Yeah, this is a tough spot. You're a little too far probably to send most high school field goal kickers. Why not go for this? Your offense has been pretty solid today. Maybe try to draw them off sides or see if you can slip something down through the slot in the air and get into that second level.
58 seconds on the first quarter clock. 4th and 7 from the State High 32. All the receivers out squeezed towards the top boundary. Mosey's going to set his feet, throw deep for the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Central Dauphin. Flag flies on the play, and it's hauled in by David Chase for the CD touchdown.
It's the second touchdown of the game for Chase, and have to wait and see what this flag is on, but likely pass interference on the defense. That's what it'll be, it appears. But, man, what a throw again from Max Mosey. Rolling out of the pocket, he delivers a dime down the field, about 35 yards in the air, and the ability for Chase to go up over 2 defenders and pull that one in. Mosey's getting the job done through the air. No slow start for him today. 3 touchdown passes already, and we're just in the first quarter.
See why Mosey's getting those offers as he fills out his senior season. 21-0 Rams. Now another true PAT makes it 22-0 Central Dauphin. 49 seconds left in quarter number 1. More CD dominance at Memorial Field. 22-0 Central Dauphin. We'll step aside here on CNET. Just 49 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. All Central Dauphin so far from Memorial Field. 22-0 Rams. 3 straight touchdown drives, 3 straight touchdown passes from Max Mosey. Dimes straight down the field, and now State College. Absence of starting quarterback Finn Furmanek and star wide receiver Deshaun Green have to find some kind of response.
Kickoff is into the end zone for a touchback. State College will have 1st and 10.
You knew coming into this contest, Andre, that Central Dauphin was going to try to make some noise right off the bat. This is a team 2-1 on the season. You mentioned they lost some games due to COVID as the season has progressed already, but nonetheless, it's a team that likes to punch you right in the jaw coming out of the gate. That's what's happened here. So Matt Lintel, this Little Lion offense, they've got a challenge in their hands. Find a way to figure out this defense and get the offense moving.
See what Jack Morris has in the tank. 2 drives, 2 punts for the Little Lions. Morris starts with a handoff up the middle to Bendick. Gets towards the second level, a modest gain. Now past the 25 to the 27.
It's a nice hole there opening up on the line of scrimmage. Looked like Mike Dincher, the left guard, had a bit to say about that. Dincher, an all-state offensive lineman as a sophomore last year, and you can see why.
2nd down and 2. Another steady diet of Brady Bendick. This time the ball comes out, and Central Dauphin dives right back on top of it. Fumbles have been an issue for State High. Zion Allen's the one that comes up with it, and the 6th fumble of the year, lost by the Little Lions, sets Central Dauphin up with a short field once more.
Yeah, the defense swatting that one out of the arms of Bendick. It makes all its way back into the secondary, almost stunning the Central Dauphin defense, and costly turnover there for State College. Sets up great field position once again for these Rams and their offense.
6th turnover of the season for State High. The 8th caused fumble of the season for the Rams on the other side. Their 4th turnover forced. So now Max Mosey with his 3 touchdown passes goes to work. 1st down and 10 from the State College 37. Throw over the middle, hauled in by Noel, and he gets forward towards the 20-yard line.
And that's a quick 20-yard gain on a 4-yard slant pass. That's how this offense can be so lethal. Not only can Mosey air that ball out down the field to gain yardage, but a quick slant pass, catch it, and break into that second level and make your way down. That's what the Rams are able to do.
10 seconds on the first quarter clock, but a little bit of tempo here from Central Dauphin. Hand up the middle to Allen. He cuts in the open field. Had green grass ahead of him, but tackled around the ankles at the 15-yard line.
Zion Allen on the carry for Central Dauphin.
That'll do it for the first quarter. Central Dauphin marching down the field once more off the State High turnover. 22-0 Rams on the verge of pay dirt once more. We'll see if State High can pin their ears back when we come back here on CNET. Back at Memorial Field, Andre McGarrow, Preston Shoemaker. Started the second quarter, 22-0. Central Dauphin leads State College High School, and the Rams on the verge of adding on to that lead. A State High fumble from Brady Bendick moments ago, scooped up by Zion Allen. Now a 2nd and 3 from the State College 15-yard line. Star quarterback Max Mosey, 3 touchdown passes already in the game. In the shotgun, Allen is in the game of running back. Selby towards the top of your screen, but it's a give up the middle to Allen, cutting in the open field, gets down towards the 5, burrows his way forward for 1st and goal.
Plenty of athletes on this offense for the Rams, getting it done on the ground and through the air. Just a great job there by Allen, who lines up as a receiver here.
1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Here's a give to English. English spins through one tackle, dives forward, gets down to the 1.
The Rams having their way on the offensive end, able to get those couple of yards needed.
Gain of 2, 2nd down.
Only looking for 2 to get into the end zone once again.
Steady diet to English. He pushes the pile forward towards the goal line. Helmet goes flying out of that pile. Looks like he stopped just short.
It's English's helmet that goes flying off as he'll scoop that one up and make his way towards the sideline. You saw some scrappiness in the pregame between these two teams. No love lost, and 22-0 league. State College, a chip on their shoulder, trying to find a way to keep the Rams out of the end zone here.
Heavy sets in for Central Dauphin. Pushing the pile forward. We'll see if Mosey can get in. Waiting for the signal. You know what the white shirts want, but I think they're going to have to wait, Preston. Looks like he was just short.
Yeah, that shocks me. I thought that pile had been pushed across the pylon, but it's all about where you stop the momentum and blow that whistle. There's not much to gain here. See if he can punch it in on fourth.
Mosey pushing for it again on a 4th and goal from the 1, and he's in. Touchdown, Rams.
Max Mosey on the carry.
Methodical march from Central Dauphin. Max Mosey can do it all, not just with his arm, but with his legs. And that makes it 28-0 Rams with 10:15 to go in the second quarter.
Well, 3 through the air and now 1 on the ground for Mosey. Getting the job done there, running up to the line on 4th down, just knowing it's a matter of inches to get across that goal line, and he's able to get the job done. Central Dauphin understood the contest coming in today, and they've been able to execute the game plan pretty well to this point, an extra point away from a 29-point lead here early in the second quarter.
And Stauffer can't add on the extra point. That's his first miss on a PAT all year. Was 16 for 16, including 2-2 tonight. But a slight blemish on what's been a nearly perfect evening so far for those in green and white. 28-0 Central Dauphin leads. 10:15 to go, second quarter. We'll step aside here on CNET. Back here at Memorial Field, 28-0 Rams lead it. 4th successive scoring drive for Central Dauphin. Take a 28-0 lead over the Little Lions. Night that started with plenty of excitement for State High has quickly turned sour here on this homecoming weekend at Memorial Field. Stauffer set to get it back away. He's been busy tonight. We'll see if State High can find a spark. Deep kick fielded in the end zone. It'll be the second touchback of the game for Stauffer. We talked about it, Preston, leading into this evening. State High was up against it here without 2 of their bigger names on offense, but so far, it's been a two-way street. Defense hasn't been able to get stops either, and can't say enough about Max Mosey and the job he's done so far.
Yeah, Max Mosey has been excellent. It's less about the defense not getting stops and more about what Mosey has been able to do to create that offense. But now you look at State College trying to come out and get the offense going. No Deshaun Green, no Finn Furmanak. We knew that that was going to be an impact coming in. But how can Jack Morris in the second quarter find a way to navigate this offense and get guys like Yoder and Price more involved?
Morris just 2 completions on the evening. Bendick after the fumbles, back in the game at running back. Morris to throw on first down, going deep over the middle, through the hands of Allen, incomplete. Nearly a second successive turnover for State High, and not the start you want to see there for the Little Lions.
Yeah, trying to connect down the field and just unable to do so there. We've seen that a couple times with Morris, and you know Morris hasn't gotten as many reps this season as he would like, but he's got to be able to find himself, compose himself, find a way to make these passes and try to get this offense going.
Second down and 10 from the State High 20, 10:09 left to go, second quarter, 28-0 Central Dauphin. Morris play action fake to Bendick, throws over the middle, in and out of the hands, incomplete. Yoder's looking for a flag, And now one comes in late.
Pass interference, the call against Central Dauphin.
Drew Hale looked to be in coverage. Sure enough, it is for pass interference. State High finds its way to a first down. Maybe something to get the wheels turning.
A chance to make that chunk gain and get a new set of downs here, and maybe a little bit of confidence for State College as the Little Lions look to try to get this offense going. I really think you got to pound this on the ground. You're trying to get things done in the air. It just hasn't quite settled in for you yet. Go back to the ground. There's one fumble lost already today, but you establish that air attack through the run game.
Morris has Bendick, but he drops back to pass again on first down, looking deep down the sideline towards Nastasi, who had a step. He was overshot, incomplete.
Yeah, see, I like that idea. Nastasi able to get a step on the outside, try to get that big chunk play, but it just hasn't quite been on the same frequency for this offense so far today. I really think you find a way to open up that aerial attack by pounding this ball down and looking for those shorter passes. Try to create a couple of plays in a row where you're making positive gains and starting to settle in on an offensive end.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Ball at the 35-yard line. More air attack from Morris. It's behind Nastasi. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, it's tough for Morris. It was open there just to throw a little bit back behind him. Had that RPO option, and it was open.
3rd down, State College.
Nastasi, head up in the air, expected to step up into a bigger role with the absence of Green, but Morris hasn't had the cleanest throws on this drive, and now it's another 3rd down for the Little Lions. 3rd and 10 to be exact. 9:54 to go, 2nd quarter, 28-0. Central Dauphin leads. State High just 1 for 3 and 3rd downs in the ball game. Morris, immediate pressure, swings it outside, hauled in. A one-handed catch from Bendick, but he's eventually stood up at the line of scrimmage.
Pass complete to Brady Bendick.
It's Weinrich again on the tackle.
A.J. Weinrich, and that is a 4th down.
4th down here for State High.
Yeah, Wendrich able to come in there strong, joined on there by Aiden Smith, and just a massive hit delivered to Brady Bendick. Now another 4th down, and looks like the punt unit's coming back out for State College, deep in their own territory.
Prettiest of punts last time out from Quinn Murphy. Gave Central Dauphin the ball in plus field position. We'll see how he attacks it with Andre Noel back deep at his own 40-yard line. Murphy gets it away. Once again on the opposite side of the field from Noel, this time a much kinder bounce. And it'll be downed inside the 25-yard line by Morris. 8:54 to go, 2nd quarter. Central Dauphin takes back over once again, 28-0 lead.
Goes out of bounds at the 22-yard
See what's
line.
next for Max Mosey in this offense. Not much left to do. I mean, you said it, Preston, time and time again. The aerial attack has certainly been there, and then last drive, the ground and pound.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see which way they go here. You've got that aerial attack working so well, Andre, but maybe establishing that run game, letting that clock move a little bit. You're looking at a 28-point lead here in the 2nd quarter. No need to force anything. See what your offense can do and try to work in some guys and some plays that you want to see how they kind of stand on the field versus on paper.
English has gotten a bulk of the carries tonight. He's in the game at running back. Allen in motion. It's another sweep up the middle, but before the ball was snapped, flags fly. It's a couple shoves exchanged. It's another pre-snap penalty on Central Dauphin. That's probably been the one blip on the radar so far if you're the Rams.
Well, sure, there's been a couple on the offensive end and even a few on the defensive end that have caused those 5-yard penalties before the snap. And if you're looking for something on Central Dauphin's end to kind of nitpick, that's what it is, finding a way to clean up and polish the game by eliminating these penalties.
1st down and 15. Rams in the shadow of their own goal line at their own 17. Another give up the middle. That's stopped for a minimal gain.
Ryan Allen on the carry for Central Dauphin.
It's Allen once more as he's thrown down after a gain of 3.
Gain of 3, it'll bring up 2nd and 12 for the Rams.
So 2nd and 12, ball now placed at the 20. 28-0 Central Dauphin, 8:22 second quarter. Mosey's accompanied in the backfield by English, set back to throw. Runs out of time, instead takes off, scampers out of bounds. After a gain of a few, shows it off with the legs once more, but 3rd down and long upcoming.
Another challenge for the Rams offense here. Looking at a 3rd and about 9 or so. Deep in State College, or deep in their own territory, excuse me, and just finding a way to, attack that yard to gain, whether it's through the air or trying to run it on the ground. Let's see what this Rams offense draws up.
Rams are 3 for 5 on 3rd down tonight. English in the game in the backfield. Rudy Allen and Noel, the wide receivers. Mosey surveys his options. Whistle sound as the ball is snapped. It's another pre-snap penalty on the Rams.
Penalty against Central Dauphin.
Yeah, those penalties. That's the one thing for Central Dauphin that has really hurt them here.
This
is a play where the defense had left an opening and allowed to get out of the pocket there for Mosey and maybe either attack through the air, but he had some run room. But instead, now you back this up, a 3rd and 14. Clock will continue to run. Try to find a way. The worst thing you can do here is let that ball pop out and be a turnover. You want to at least get out of this area and try to punt it down the field if you can't get the 1st down.
Losses back to the 18, now 3rd and 14. Mosey's just going to take off with his legs. Hands forward. Like you said, get Central Dauphin out of the shadow of its own goal line. Very much sets up for a more protective punt now as it's 4th down.
That's a situation where you don't have that false start penalty, and that's probably a 1st down. So again, nitpicking those penalties have been an issue for the Rams, but a nice stop by State College's defense to stand strong here, get this ball back and likely around midfield, set up good field position for Morris and company to get the offense cooking.
4th and 6th, first time the punting units come out tonight for Central Dauphin. 7:13 left to go in the half. High end over end kick. Yoder's going to let it roll as it stops around the 35. I'll bring the State High offense back out onto the field. 28-0 Central Dauphin leads. Now under 7 to go in half number 1.
35-yard line of State College. 1st and 10. Little Lions narrow.
See it down on the sideline. Matt Lintel with his offensive unit. This is an offensive mind as head coach Preston, and got to be very frustrated with what he's seen so far tonight. What do you think he's telling him down there?
I think he's just telling the offense to settle in here. You can't get all 28 points back on this drive, but you can get some positive momentum and get something going offensively. You're sending Morris back out there. Morris with a great football IQ. It's come time now he can settle in and try to navigate this offense. Use it on the ground and try to get those short yardage gains that'll open up the big play.
Morris with a give up the middle to Bendick. He reaches the 2nd level, explodes out past midfield, sheds through another couple of tacklers, and well into Central Dauphin territory.
On the carry for State College.
Biggest run of the day so far for State High, from 135 to the other.
And
there's a confidence booster.
Easily the biggest play for this offense of the game. Bendick able to slip through that front that has been so strong for Central Dauphin today. And now the offense is working in a little bit more comfortable spot.
Yurka checks in the backfield. As Morris surveys pre-snap. 6:39 to go, 2nd quarter, 28-0 Central Dauphin lead. 2nd time the Little Lions have gotten into Rams territory. Give around the middle, fumble on the exchange. Yurka picks it up and just dives forward, but won't get back to the line of scrimmage. There it is again, that press and that fumble issue that's plagued the Little Lions so far this year.
Yeah, just not a clean exchange there coming from Yurka and Morris. Just got to find a way to clean up those little mistakes. Fortunate enough for the Little Lions able to get that one back and not lose what's already been turning into a little bit of a productive drive.
It's a loss of 2, 2nd and 12 from the Rams 38. Morris flings it out wide, incomplete. Overshot his intended target once more. Time it was Kersinger.
Once again, there's 3 Ram defenders in that backfield forcing that quick throw. from Morris. He's really not had a lot of time settling into the pocket before being flushed around by that defense, which is forcing him to throw the football probably a little quicker than he would like, and it's led to a little bit of errancy when it comes to finding his targets.
And Kohick and that Central Dauphin defensive line have done their job. More heavy pressure. This time he gets it out, and it's complete to Kersinger. 15-10-5. Touchdown, State College. High pressure on 3rd and 12. Finally burns Central Dauphin. For State High, a little bit of momentum and maybe a way back into the game. It's 28-6.
Exactly the right play call there for State College. The blitz was coming, getting it out of Morris's hands quickly and able to slip past that back line of the defense. Once the pass was made, it was all about the extension able to be made. And right there is a touchdown for State College. It's exactly what they're looking for. A couple of positive plays, put a good taste back in your mouth, and get back out there on defense and try to find another stop.
Little Lions were quick to the line, thought about going for 2. They'll line it up for the extra point try. Attempts up, and it's straight through.
Wayne Murphy's extra point is good.
State High finally gets the offense going. Central Dauphin lead shrinks from 28-7 with 5:51 left in the half. We'll be right back here on CNET.
7.
Back at Memorial Field, 28-7. State High finally gets on the board moments ago. Kyle Kersinger, touchdown catch and run on a 3rd and 12 from 37 yards out. Finally away for backup quarterback Jack Morris and the Little Lions offense. Way to get going in the absence of some pretty big names. Deshaun Green, their primary option at wide receiver, not playing for the 2nd straight week after a scary moment going down here at Memorial Field, but in good spirits on the sideline, urging his teammates on, and maybe a little bit of a momentum swinger in this game. Still 5:51 left in the half. Central Dauphin set to get the ball back. Straight into the arms of Noel. And Andre Noel jukes his way out past the 30, cuts back in field, makes a little something out of nothing as he gets out past the 35.
Once again, Murphy trying to pin that one down inside the 20, but Noel does a nice job spinning around and making his way out into midfield, getting himself out to a decent spot to start this, the 37-yard line. And another look for Max Mosey. Offense stalled out for the first time the last time they were on the field. See if this State High defense can find a way and do that once again.
See what Max Mosey has in his locker. 4 total touchdowns already tonight, 3 of them through the air after coming into today with 7 total touchdowns on the season. All the receivers up towards the near boundary on the play. That's Noel furthest up. Tyrell English in the game at running back. Receiver in motion, play action fake on 1st down. High throw off the hands of English, incomplete.
Pass intended for Tyrell English.
Not a lot of pressure there on English, just one of those balls that sneaks into the hands and makes its way out. Going to draw a 2nd down. Looked like English had some room to run and perhaps was looking to get the legs going a little too quickly.
It's a little lapse in focus, something we haven't seen yet from the Rams in this ball game, and the door continues to creak open just a little bit for State High. 2nd and 10, give up the middle. This time English the bell cow back. Forces his way forward before he stood up for a gain of about 1. Now a 3rd and long all of a sudden for Central Dauphin.
Tyrell English on the carry for Central Dauphin, a gain of 2.
It'll be a 3rd and 8. Rams are 3 for 6 on 3rd down in the ball game, but 0 for their last 3. And this whiteout crowd at Memorial Field starting to get back into the game. 5:08 to go, 2nd quarter, 28-7 Central Dauphin leads. Let's see what Mosey's got. Clean pocket to throw, steps up over the middle. It's caught by Allen, turns upfield, gets to the 45-yard line. Max Mosey has been money so far tonight. Another clutch throw in a tight window.
Calvin Roan in coverage, able to wrap him up and spin him to the turf, but a beautiful throw from Mosey, able to connect out there, finding Allen, and able to stretch those chains for another first down.
1st and 10 from the Little Lions, 45-yard line. Give to David Chase. Dives ahead for about 2.
David Chase on the carry for Central Dauphin.
Call it a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. Just a little bit of tempo being deployed here by the Rams. 4.5 minutes left in the half, and they still hold on to a 28-7 lead. High snap, corralled by Mosey. Quick throw out into the flat is hauled in. Randy Rudy continues to churn the legs forward. Close to the stick, so we'll mark him just short.
Of 7 on the play for Central Dauphin. It'll bring up 3rd and 1.
Another 3rd down here, 3rd and 1 this time for the Rams.
Will Stone on the tackle.
2 running backs set. English the further forward, and Chase to the left of Mosey. Jumbo package, Rudy the only wide receiver in the ball game. Whistle sound. More movement before the snap. It's on Central Dauphin again. That's their 5th false start of this first half, Preston.
Sounds like a broken record at this point on, Trey. You know, the whole team looking to the sideline to get that call, snapping back into position and going off of that silent count. But just a little bit of antsiness from Central Dauphin. It's going to back him up on a 3rd down here and see what it does.
Certainly not something atypical for 16-year head coach Glenn McNamee. 3:39 to go. Central Dauphin all of a sudden from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6.
And Central Dauphin trying to rush up to the ball and get that snapped off. They hadn't marked it back after the penalty. Officials able to blow that one dead and get the ball marked back. And good heads-up offense there from the Rams, trying to get up there and snap the ball quickly. But now here it is, a 3rd and 6.
3 receivers to the left of Mosey, as is English. 3.5 minutes left in the first half. 28-7 Rams. 3rd down and 6 from the State College High School 41. Rams are 4 of 7 on 3rd down in the ball game. Here's Mosey, play action fake, looking over the middle of the field, pocket collapsing, running out of time. Rolls out to his left, throws it on the run, and incomplete.
Pass intended for David Chase.
Just out of the reach of Chase.
4th down.
There is a flag down, and it looks like it's against the Rams once more.
Going to look to the sideline, see here and see a holding penalty. It looks like it will be the call. The penalty likely to be declined, and it will be. It'll bring up that 4th down. But Mosey flushed out of the pocket on that one, trying to look downfield, and delivered a decent pass, but just out of the reach of Chase, trying to get it on the run. And here you have a chance. It appears that 4th down and 6. They're going to go for this here. It's an interesting decision from Lintel. Rather to mark it back on a 3rd and long, here's a 4th and manageable chance.
Central Dauphin's 2 for 2 on 4th down in the ball game. And scratch that, it's a pooch punt from Mosey. Slightly works to the advantage of the Rams, but a good state high bounce. And it's down within the 25-yard line.
Down at the State College 23-yard line. It'll be
Chess match here between 2 veteran head coaches. Mosey executes on the pooch punt. Now here comes State High with a little bit of offensive momentum. They trail by 21, but a chance to put something together, end the half, and then receive the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
Well, you said it, Andre. 3 minutes here and a chance to put some kind of drive together downfield. Your defense gets back-to-back stops after giving up those 28 points to start out the ball game, and now here's your offense coming out off of its best drive of the game, getting down the field, and a chance to see what Morris and company can put together here. 3-minute drill, try to get down the field into scoring position.
Moore starts in the gun, 3 receiver set. Nastasi's isolated up towards the left. Instead, they'll give it around the edge, and Bendick is stood up behind the line of scrimmage. Number of Rams down there on the play. Franz was the first one to him. Called no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Clock continues to run under 3 minutes.
Just a couple of big hits that Bendick is able to absorb there. He stays in the contest, but It only takes so many of those. That's the one thing that Bendick's able to do. He can absorb those blows and usually fight for a yard or so.
Second down and 9 after the slight gain. Morris set up the throw. Caught by Price, but immediately tackled. Trying to get out towards the boundary. He'll go down inbounds at the 30-yard line.
Pass complete to Brandon
Those are the
Price.
kind of short chunk plays that State College needs to take advantage of right here. Able to get 6 right there on a pass to Price. You set up a 3rd and short. Now the offense has to convert here to keep this drive alive, but you can make those 6-yard gains. It's going to open up things that are big.
Under 2 to go in the first half, 28-7, Central Dauphin leads. Handoff up the middle. Bendick trying to push the pile forward. It's going to depend on the spot right at that first down marker.
Involved on the stop there was David Chase, and it looks like a first down's given. Clock continuing to tick.
1:45 left on it. State High has all 3 timeouts. Morris looking down the near sideline, throws into single coverage. Price hauls it in. Allen was in coverage, but Price on the plus side of midfield.
Have to see what this flag is. It appears like it could be against, and it is. Pass interference, penalty declined, and State College will take the ball right there. A great throw from Price to settle in the pocket and find his guy. A great throw from Morris, that is, to find Price striking down that near sideline.
Clock stops with 1:35 left. Gain is to the 31-yard line of the Rams. Backup quarterback Jack Morris beginning to find his rhythm. Give up the middle to Bendick. He'll be stopped at the 30. See how eager Lentel is to use those 3 timeouts. Clock under 1:20 now.
Long field goal on the year for Quinn Murphy, 38 yards. Probably need to get a little bit farther if you're going to try to kick this one at the end of the half. This offense is looking for 6.
1:03 left, clock still running, second down and 9 upcoming. To give to Bendick. He scrambles his way forward for a couple before a mass Central Dauphin East defenders wrap him down. 50 seconds left, clock continues to run, still no timeout from State High, and a 3rd and 9 upcoming.
A gain of 1.
3 timeouts remaining for State College. I'm shocked to see this clock continue to tick down. Perhaps using some of those timeouts would allow your offense to get a little bit closer and set up a better field goal opportunity, but this clock's now under 30.
It's a 3rd down and 9 from the Central Dauphin 30-yard line. Play action fake, Morris over the middle. Price had it in his hands, then gets popped. A flag flies. It's Weinrich on the hit. We'll see if the flag helps or hurts the Little Lions, but could be another free first down.
I think that's going to be the case here, Andre. That was a blow delivered to Price, but whether he led with the helmet or not, we'll have to see how this defense, or how this call is delivered. A lot of standing around and waiting, but it looks like a blow to the head here on the defense. And that is critical. Now you're in field goal range with 20 seconds and a couple of shots at the end zone.
Well, Glenn McNamee is incensed. He's well onto the field from the Central Dauphin sideline talking to the officials. As the call stands, it's a first down for State High inside the red zone.
Have to take advantage of this one, Andre. If you have a way to punch this in the next 20 seconds, get that ball back out of the half. That is critical. You've got 20 yards in. Try to find one of those slants across the middle or something, maybe even add a shot in the back corner.
20 seconds to go, 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Morris off the snap, fakes the sweep. Staggering backwards, throws to the end zone. He's got Nastasi, and it's intercepted. Central Dauphin bends but doesn't break as the pass is picked off in the back of the end zone, and the Rams will take over.
That's tough, Andre. He tried to force that one on the far side and just left it a little underthrown. He had Kersinger in the near side corner of the end zone, and if he let him out, there was no defender in front of him. Might have been able to deliver that one in, but instead opted to go the opposite direction, looking at Price, and it just left it a little bit short. Likely to see a kneel down here with the offense coming out and milk this one into the half.
It's Mateo Crummel on the interception, well down the Central Dauphin depth chart, but steps up at the end of the half. Ball floated over the middle of the field. Morris was backpedaling and couldn't get enough on it at the end. Central Dauphin gets the big takeaway. See what the stop is. They're looking for a correction to the scoreboard as Littell motions towards the press box. 13 seconds is now on the clock rather than 20. This clock didn't start on the Morris pick. May only be a formality at this stage. So Mosey set up in the victory formation, and he'll take his knee. See how aggressive State High is with the timeouts. They won't take any. And that'll end the first half. So pressing quick takeaways. It was Central Dauphin dominance throughout the first quarter or so. And the door was opened a little bit for State High at the end of that first half, but Little Lions couldn't capitalize with points. They're going to get the ball to start the second half, but it does feel like a huge missed opportunity.
It does, Andre, but you got to tip your cap to the State College Little Lions, I feel, in that second quarter, able to outscore. Even if it is just 7 points, you fall down 28-0 at the tail end of that first quarter, early in the second. But that State College offense able to settle in, get a scoring drive, get a couple of other drives where you see plus motion, and then just an opportunity for the defense to make a couple stops. Those adjustments are being seen, and coming into this second half, I think you got to key in on making some of those adjustments. Meanwhile, for Central Dauphin, limit those penalties. Those penalties played much more of an impact on those last two drives than they did earlier in the contest. You wipe those off the board, and you're probably looking at a different game.
4 touchdowns for Max Mosey. The difference in this one so far, Rams lead it over the Little Lions 28-7. We'll step aside and be back for more second half action here on CNET.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2021 State College Area High School Homecoming. Presenting the 2021 Homecoming Court. Couple number 1, Ingrid Olson and Josh Lee. Ingrid Olson is the daughter of Sven and Connie Olson. She is the Best Buddies co-president, color guard co-captain, and one of the girls' cross-country captains. She is also involved with Mini Fawn and Yoga Club. Ingrid plans on attending college to major in early and elementary education and minor in special education. Josh Lee is the son of Jung Han Lee and the brother of Jason Lee. He is the drum major of the State High Marching Band, and he is involved in FPLA, National Honor Society, and the Triumph Music Honor Society. Josh plans to attend college, though unsure of where he will study. He hopes to pursue a field of science while further developing his skills as a pianist. Couple number 1, Ingrid Olson and Josh Lee. Couple number 2, Casey Hertzberg and Brandon Price. Casey is the daughter of Mark and Madeline Hertzberg. She is involved with Student Senate, DECA, Future Business Leaders of America, and Center PAC. After high school, Casey plans to attend a 4-year college and study marketing, hopefully to then travel the world and do fashion marketing. Brandon is the son of David and Kristen Price. He plays on the football, basketball, and lacrosse teams for State High. After high school, Brandon plans to go to college for engineering. Couple number 2, Casey Hertzberg and Brandon Price. Couple number 3, Ava Reed and Austin Miller. Ava is the daughter of David and Fallon Cruz. She is involved with the State High Rugby Club, and after high school, Ava wants to attend a 4-year college and major in business management. Austin is the son of Jason Miller and Jamie Richard. He is involved with the State High football team. After high school, Austin wants to go to college and play college football. Couple number 3, Ava Reed and Austin Miller. Couple number 4, Maya Eikenberry and Sean Adams. Maya is the daughter of John and Gina Eikenberry. She is involved with the Model UN and the State High cross country and track and field teams. After high school, Maya is undecided where she wants to major in, but she will most likely major in chemistry. Sean is the son of Kenneth and Elizabeth Adams. He is a member of the State High track and field teams, and after high school, Sean is planning to attend a 4-year college or university. Couple number 4, Maya Eikenberry and Sean Adams. Couple number 5, Gwyneth Jones and Eli Kolak. Gwyneth is the daughter of Edward and Anna Jones. She is involved with the My Mental Health Matters Club and Chamber Singers. Gwyneth is exploring potential career majors with the hopes of getting into Carnegie Mellon University. Eli is the child of Joshua and Sarah Kolak. They are involved with the My Mental Health Matters Club. And after high school, Eli wants to enlist in the United States Navy and focus on the advanced electronics and computer field. Couple number 5, Gwyneth Jones and Eli Kolak. Couple number 6, Kenzie Brannon and Ivan Chung. Kenzie is the daughter of Gary and Cannon Brannon and the proud sister of Caitlin. She is a member of the National Technical Honor Society, FPLA, and a rank leader in the State High Marching Band. After high school, Kenzie plans on attending college, majoring in business or chemistry, and aspiring to travel the world to further expand her knowledge. Ivan is the son of Ming Chun and Wendy Liu. He is involved in DECA and FBLA. After high school, Ivan wants to attend Penn State for business. Couple number 6, Kenzie Brandon and Ivan Chun. To crown this year's King and Queen are the 2019 Homecoming King and Queen, Brady Dorner and Allison House. And the 2021 Homecoming King and Queen are Josh Lee and Casey Hertzberg. Folks, if you bought a 50-50 ticket tonight, get your ticket out. We'll have the winning numbers here in just a moment. If you have a 50-50 ticket, we'll announce the winning number here in just a moment. Tonight's winning ticket in the 50-50 drawing is 254310. The winning ticket is 254310. If you have that ticket, please report to the concession stand to claim your winnings. Fans, the State College Football Booster Club would like to thank the following sponsors for their support, which over the past year and during the pandemic has provided tremendous support for our program and the various needs throughout the off-season, preseason, and regular season. We thank Roshot Construction, State College Ford, Aaron T. Rowan and Associates, Keystone Real Estate Group, Sheets, Hiretown Auto Service Center, Hildebrand Chiropractic, Primanti Brothers, KCF Technologies, BB&T Bank, Jersey Shore State Bank, Kissinger, Bigetel and Brower, Kurt Kowalski Realtor, Rock Wood Project, The Hook Group, Axman Brewery, Penn State Federal Credit Union, Remax Center Realty, the Stephen Bodner Team, Ameriserve Bank, Irving, and Todd Judd Photography. We thank you for your tremendous support of State College football. The Booster Club would also like to thank the many parent and booster volunteers who have offered their valuable time and services over the past year and a half. We thank you for standing together with State High football.
Halftime from Memorial Field. Central Dauphin leads State High Little Lions 28-7. Andre Magaro, Preston Shoemaker. Happy you could join us. And Preston, a bit of a cool fall evening here from Memorial Field. I got the gloves on, but the gloves were off early for Central Dauphin. A 28-0 start scored on their first 4 drives, and it's been as advertised for this Rams offense so far.
You said it, Andre. That Central Dauphin's offense with Mosey at the helm has been incredible. That first quarter was really key for them, getting those big attacks through the air, a couple of large touchdown passes, one on the ground for Mosey as well. And as you get to the second half for them, it's really going to come down to limiting those penalties. A couple of penalties on drives that stalled out in the second quarter really allowed State College to claw back in. So finding a way offensively to clean things up is going to be critical for the Rams.
That's 4 total touchdowns in the first half for Max Mosey. 3 through the air, 1 on the ground. Let's look at the State High side of things, though. There was a mix-up at quarterback before the game. Jack Morris comes in for the injured Firmanek, and he's been a little inconsistent, but that pass rush for Central Dauphin's also played a factor.
You said it. The rush that the Rams have applied have been critical in making Morris's job a little bit more difficult tonight. Morris has been rushed on a lot of throws, flushed out of the pocket, trying to find ways to get this offense moving, but was able to navigate that blitz on the 1 touchdown pass that he did have, connecting with his tight end, who slipped past the back line of that defense and made it all the way into the end zone. So in this second half for Morris, finding a way to navigate that blitz a little bit better. Maybe it's using a little more run game for the State College offense, but finding a way for Morris and that offense to really get going against the blitz is going to be critical coming into this second half.
State High was also driving at the end of the first half. Morris threw a pick with 20 seconds to go, but State High gets the ball once again to start the third quarter, trailing 28-7. We'll be back with the second half action here on CNET.
As their fall seasons continue over the next week. Fans, another convenient feature of the newly renovated Memorial Field is the on-site concessions and expanded venue. Please visit Miguel and Bridalness Plaza and the Larry Beans concessions for all your game time concession needs. The new menu includes hot dogs, hamburgers, popcorn, cookies, candy, soft drinks, and the newly featured Lion Bar, a delicious boost of State College pride. Be sure to check it out and enjoy one of the newest features of Memorial Field. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to direct your attention to the field as we welcome out our state high cheerleaders. State College will receive the opening kickoff of the second half.
Central Dauphin struck early and often. Touchdowns on their first 4 drives, but touchdown drive late from the Little Lions and quarterback Jack Morris, who's filling in for the injured Finn Fermanek. Kept the door open a little bit. State High was driving at the end of that first half, but a Morris interception in the back of the end zone stalled all that momentum. Still in State College, set to receive. Start off half number 2. Always got to be wary. Stauffer and Central Dauphin did start with an onside kick at the beginning of last week's contest against Chambersburg, but a no-doubter here. End over end, out the back of the end zone. Almost reminiscent of Jordan Stout over at Beaver Stadium, well out of the back end, and the touchback starts off half number 2.
Let's see what adjustments were made at the half here from this Little Lions offense. You saw how incredible that blitz had been for the Rams on the defensive side. What is Jack Morris having company to put together here, and perhaps maybe even a little bit of showing coming from Ian Brandt as well. Morris, a little inconsistent in that first half. Brandt, the junior third-string quarterback, a couple of opportunities this season, but it looks like Brandt's going to be the one that comes out here, and a whole new offense setup perhaps for State College.
Third string on the depth chart, Ian Brand. In that week 1 rotation, a quarterback for State High, went 2 of 8 with 32 yards, also a carry and a 4-yard loss. He starts out, motion in the pocket, throws it over the middle. It's caught by Yoder. He's rounded up at the 35-yard line, but a good start for Brant and a first down for the Little Lions.
With a lot of that offense moving from right to left, you saw Brant able to go from left to right, get around, not a lot of blitz or pressure. He's able to set his feet and connect with Yoder there. It's a great first play of scrimmage here in the second half.
Yurka's in the game at running back. Receivers out either side of Brant. Second action of the season for the junior quarterback. Sweep play around the edge. They'll get the ball in the hands of Yoder again, weaving his way through the defense up to the 40-yard line.
Talked about how TJ Yoder could become a nucleus on this offense. Just so important to be a part of. The senior wide receiver who is stepping in and stepping into that bigger spot with Jashawn Green out. Yoder's going to have a big second half, I feel like, for this offense.
Sam Sowers was on the stop. 11-13 to go, third quarter. 28-7 Central Dauphin leads. And Brand inserted in the game at quarterback here for his first drive of the evening. Sends Yoder in motion once more. This time a play action fake. Brandt's going to let it fly down the middle of the field. Overthrown. Incomplete. Was looking down the far boundary of the field towards Nastasi. Was in one-on-one coverage, but ultimately can't find him.
Almost felt like a little bit of a miscommunication rather with Nastasi and Brandt. Brandt slinging that one long, trying to go down the sideline, but Nastasi was almost cutting infield. Something that will happen when you get your third-string quarterback into the game, perhaps a little bit of miscommunication.
Third down and 5, State High from their own 40-yard line. Brandt to throw quickly again, up high, Price hauls it in, cuts back in field, and has it over midfield for another State High first down.
No miscommunication on that play. The Price is right into the hands of Price as he goes up tall to slag that one in over the defender and spin, get a couple yards, and that's the kind of plays that I think this Little Lions team really need to take advantage of. Chunk plays of 7 to 8 yards, quick passes, avoid that blitz, get the offense moving.
A little bit of heat on that ball from Brandt, not something we saw from Morris in that first half. Minute and a half into the third quarter, still 28-7, Central Dauphin, State High, into Rams territory. Now Brandt's going to try to do it with his legs upended after a gain of about 2. Stop on the play came from Xander Toland. He rung the bell of Brandt for 2nd and long. I'll call it a gain of 3 on the play. At the Rams 45, 2nd and 7. Brandt, fumble on the exchange once more. Yurka picks it back up and gets into the secondary for another first down. Boy, the exchange issues for Yurka continue, but persistence pays off.
Able to make something out of nothing there. It's an excellent rebound from Yurka to scoop that ball back up and able to scramble for the first down. Little Lions putting a little bit of motion into this offense, getting down the field and already knocking on the door of the red zone, just about 10, 15 yards out.
Nastasi, Yoder, and Price, the wide receivers, for a 1st and 10 from the 35. 9:40 to go, third quarter, 28-7 Central Dauphin. Another fumble on the exchange. Down on the ground, Brandt diving for it, and he's able to recover. It was Yurka in the backfield again. That's his 3rd fumble already of the game. This time the 3rd-string QB bails him out.
Yeah, we've seen 4 fumbles already in this game for the State College offense. Coming into the game, 7 fumbles and 5 of them lost. Just a situation here where that's been the sloppy end of this State College offense. Got to find a way to protect the football and keep that in the hands.
Sets up a 2nd and 12 after the brief loss. Yoder in motion. Brandt a clean pocket to throw off his back foot. Zips it to Price once more. He's tackled after the minimal gain.
Pass complete to Brandon Price.
Price a little slow to get up, favoring that left leg, limping over to the sideline.
3rd and 9 for State College at the Central Dauphin 34.
So now one of the go-to targets out of the game for this 3rd down and 9. See what Central Dauphin brings, showing heavy pressure. 8:27 left to go, third quarter. And the Rams holding on to a 3-score lead. Ball spotted at the 34 of Central Dauphin. Brandt on the play action fake. Looks to throw quick out to Nastasi. It's just behind the wide receiver, through his hands.
Coverage right on top, and Nastasi looked like Aiden Smith was on him like glue, and that makes it tough. You got that quick slant, you want to try to reel it in, but you know the hit's coming, and just losing sight of that ball slightly, the ball goes through the hands. And now a decision here for State College, 4th and about 9 to go, and it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field, trailing here early in the second half, but kind of in that awkward spot. Probably a good decision.
4th and 9 from the 34, 28-7 Rams, 8:10 left to go, third quarter. Play clock inside of 10 seconds. See how aggressive Lintal is, now inside of 5. Clock's at 0, and now the flags fly. Whether it was drawn up or not to try to get the offsides, it doesn't work. And now maybe a much more conservative approach for State College.
Now, if you see the punt unit come out here, then it almost feels like the delay of game was intentional. Create a little bit more space to drop a punt down in. You were trying to draw an offsides, nothing happened, you take it and you back up for the punter. But it looks like this offense might stay on the field, and if that's the case, it's an incredibly costly delay of game. You lose a couple of much-needed yards, and you try to find a way now to get a 4th down conversion, needing 14. This is going to be tough.
The other bad news, Owen Yurka checks out of the game for State High. I think he might have had something caught in his eye. Brady Bendick already hasn't been in on this drive, the normal feature back for State High, and in the midst of all that, the Rams call timeout.
I think a little more time here for the Rams defense to think about how they want to defend this play, but almost a little bit more time for Matt Lintel and the State College offense to kind of figure out, what are you going to draw up on a 4th and 14? Are you going to go for this here, or is this perhaps another look at a pooch punt opportunity? We've seen that a couple of times throughout the night. Or do you send the punt unit out there? But trailing by 21 midway through the third quarter, doesn't feel like you're at that point yet where you have to go for this on 4th down, but it certainly wouldn't hurt to give it a shot and see if you can find a seam and capitalize on a big play.
Feels like State High's had some chances. We talked about it at the end of the first half to get back into this game after Central Dauphin dominated early. Pick it end to half number 1. Now a huge 4th down, a monumental momentum swinger in the beginning of half number 2. 8:10's on the clock in the third quarter, 28-7. Rams lead the Little Lions, a 4th and 14. And Ian Brand on his first drive of the game, and that offense stays out on the field. But it is, as Preston predicted a little bit earlier, another pooch punt. Central Dauphin was ready for it. Allen was deep. Fields it inside his own 20-yard line and is quickly tackled.
Quick defense there down the field on special teams, but we've seen that pooch punt now used a couple of different times on both sides. And that's honestly probably a safe bet there for State College. Your defense got a couple of critical stops leading into the half. Now you pin Central Dauphin back inside their own 20. A couple of times they've started drives already in State College territory, so they're going to have to work and earn this drive. Long way to go.
Max Mosey, 3 touchdown passes, 1 rushing in half number 1. 3 receivers spread out to his left. Get the drive started, 8:01 to go, third quarter. He'll start from his own 16-yard line. It's a give around the edge to English. He turns the leg forward, gets through a couple of tackles, and dives ahead to the 20.
Tyrell English on the carry for Central Dauphin, a gain of 4. John Scott on the tackle for State High.
2nd down and 6 following the gain of 4. Same formation for the Rams in no particular hurry. Already half of this third quarter clock evaporated. Allen in motion, the give to him. He throws on the brakes, cuts it back to the left, getting through would-be tacklers, and it's a 1st down for Central Dauphin. That's been the impressive part of the running game, Preston, rolling through contact to get those extra yards.
Yeah, that's exactly what Allen does there, shedding multiple blockers, not allowing himself to be brought down until he is wrapped down, able to bounce off a couple tacklers there and extend the 1st down.
Ball's at the 32 of Central Dauphin. Allen in motion once more. This time a play action fake, and it said it's English. Tries to break through a tackle at the point of attack. Can't quite get there. So a minimal gain. State High trying to pin their ears back here and stop Central Dauphin from moving down the field and also bleeding away at this clock.
Jack Roshot on the tackle for State College, 2nd and 10.
Roshot on the stop. 2nd and 10 with 6:46 to go in the third. 28-7, Central Dauphin leads. Ian Brandt came out at quarterback for State High to begin the second half, and a drive ultimately stalled just past midfield. Mosey running out of time. He's taken off a couple times already. Now he'll set his feet, throw across his body, incomplete. Had a receiver in the vicinity for Darian Thomas. Seldom used tight end for the Rams, but instead it's 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, Thomas had a step on the defense, but that rare miscue from Mosey just left that throw a little bit too far out in front of him, moving on the run, trying to set the feet. That's a really difficult throw to make that Mosey makes look a lot easier than it really is. Just leaves it a little too far out, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
3rd down and 10. Central Dauphin 4 of 8 on 3rd downs in the first half. Mosey's made some throws into some tight windows on 3rd down so far, and the secondary for State High giving plenty. Mosey's running out of time, under pressure, rolls through one tackler, but won't get through the second. He's sacked, the ball comes out late. State High's ripping away at it. They're going to signal that Mosey was down, and it's a big stop for the Little Lion defense.
That pressure from that defensive front. Scott picks up the sack, the inside linebacker. Just great pressure that you send after him. That's now 3 consecutive drives that this defense has gotten to stop after giving up 28 on the first 4 drives of the game. I really think this State College defense has figured out the cues to try and slow down Mosey and the Rams offense. Now just trying to find the offensive end for the Little Lions to connect it.
Second punt of the game for Stauffer, averages over 41 yards. It's a bit of a low snap. He's able to pluck it off the ground, get a booming kick away. Chases State High all the way back inside their own 30. Ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Little Lions. Yoder gets forward, makes something out of nothing, gets it beyond the 30-yard line. It's been a little nervy in the second half for State High, but yet to make that second big turnover and turns into somewhat favorable field position.
Well, it almost looked like that pickup by Yoder on the fumble it definitely gained State College yards. You're in a position there where you have Brandon Price back there to return that punt, and he keeps that ball in his hands and he's brought down. That's a really nice punt and pin back, but instead Yoder scoops it up and extends that out from about the 21-22 across the 30. And a chance for the Little Lions offense to get back to work. Let's see if they can get something going.
What does Ian Brandt have for the Little Lion offense? Averages 376 yards per game, but has been stopped thus far tonight. Only 7 points on the board, 28-7 Rams lead. 5:19 to go in the third quarter. Starts with an end around, going nowhere fast.
Owen Yorka on the carry for State College. No gain, it'll be 2nd and 10.
Yorka back in the game. Finds no gain on first down.
Tackle for Central Dauphin.
Four receivers spread out for Brandt on a 2nd down and 10 from his own 33. Play action fake. Rolls out to his left, looking for options downfield. He'll take off himself, scatter forward, and is upended. Flags fly. That'll be a free 15 for State High as Randy Rudy cleaned the clock of Ian Brandt right along the Little Line sideline.
Oh, man, that was a rough hit from Rudy, charging in after that one, and you're going to see a second flag come out here. I think you can really go 2 different ways with this one. It's a hit to the head, but also probably a late hit out of bounds, as Brandt was clearly making his way to the sideline and stepped out when the hit was delivered there from Rudy. Just have to see which way this one goes. You see right there a hit to the head already called. Then personal foul going against the defense as well. This could be a really large penalty for State College.
A second personal foul.
Officiating crew's going to talk it over. There's been a bit of a swagger in the step of these Rams ever since pregame warm-ups, and it's showing itself once again. The penalties have been the one thing that has given State College some opportunities in this game. You know, that man, Glenn McNamee, is not too happy about that.
It appears the 2 penalties are going to go against Central Dauphin
for targeting, and then a second personal foul, dead ball, personal foul after the play.
You might be able to hear it over the loudspeaker. There's a flag for a targeting and then another flag after the play. Should equate to 30 yards of penalties against the Rams, and we'll see the walk across the field.
They'll march this one down quite a bit, and this is a huge opportunity for State College's offense. You get another gift of a penalty all the way down from about your own 45 out across the 35 and approaching the 30-yard line. Looks like they'll spot that one at the 32 to be exact. Here's a chance for State College, still trailing by 21, to try and get that offense to settle in and see what happens.
Chances have been aplenty. The Little Lions, whose offense has struggled, and Coach McNamee is still well out onto the field. He might have walked further than officials walking the ball over. He wants an explanation.
Yeah, certainly not happy with the call.
Again, McNamee, a 16-year veteran, 110 career wins for the Rams, and he's been around a time or two. He's trying to find some reasoning here with this officiating crew, but he's going to be ushered back to the sideline, unsuccessful.
Rudy will stay in the game at linebacker after picking up those 2 personal fouls. Have to keep an eye on number 7, see what Rudy can get done on that defensive end moving forward.
Price at the bottom of your screen. Here's Brandt, first down and 10 from the 32. Give up the middle, nothing there. Yurka's thrown backwards. No gain on the play. Sowers makes a tackle.
A lot of grit from this Rams defense. That's what we've seen all game long up front. They're really fighting through the trenches. That run game up the middle really has not given much up other than a couple of larger plays, maybe 1 or 2 runs of 5 to 10 yards. Everything else has been stopped.
State High team averaged 5 yards a rush. There's Nastasi, finally gets involved in space. Cuts back in field, and he's down inside the 15-yard line.
Quick slant there from Nastasi to get that pass for Brandt and go right across the center of the field. It's a nice connection. Into the red zone, State High goes, and a chance to score here.
First down and 10 from the 15-yard line of the Rams. 3:49 in the third quarter, 28-7, Central Dauphin leads. Nastasi once again up towards the right of your screen. Brandt, immediate pressure, swings it out. Yurka back in field. He's in. Touchdown, Little Lions. And the third-string quarterback leads State High down the field. And if the door's cracked open, it's wide open now, 28-13.
Yurka just gets that space coming out of the backfield. A little swing pass down onto that near flat. Able to make a man miss and cut back through. Just a nice job by that offense. Gifted, of course, by the 2 personal fouls to really stretch down. But that's exactly how you take advantage of a key mistake by the Rams. Now you have a chance to make this a 14-point game. Still a whole fourth quarter to play.
Extra point is up. And it is through. Murphy is true, and it's a 2-score game from Memorial Field. 3:31 to go in the third. Don't go anywhere. The Little Lions in the midst of a big comeback here on CNET. Back at Memorial Field. If you went away for a little while, State High is right back in it. 28-14, courtesy of third-string quarterback Ian Brandt. Down the field in the screen to Owen Yurka. 15-yard touchdown pitch and catch. As the Little Lions back within 2 scores. Things all of a sudden start to get really interesting with 3.5 left to play in the third.
Start to think about those couple of missed opportunities from State College's offense. They could have made this a little bit closer even right now, but the Little Lions be happy where they're at.
Pooch kick dies right on the goal line. Noel has to pick it up. He's fighting through tacklers, but he'll go down shy of the 15.
That ball bounces into the end zone. It's a touchback. Instead, he scoops that up from the half-yard line and tries to take it out. Nice job by the special teams there from State College, and this momentum has fully flipped around over the course of maybe those last couple drives of the first half, and then here in the second half. Have to see what Max Mosey and this offense can put together for Central Dauphin and try to find a way to shift that momentum back in favor of the Rams.
Central Dauphin starts from its own 14-yard line. Max Mosey, 4 touchdowns on the evening, 3 through the air, 1 on the ground. And those came on the first 4 drives of the game. 3 straight stops since then for the Little Lion defense. Allen into motion. Give around the edge. Juking and jiving his way in the backfield. Here goes Zion Allen, and an ankle tackle brings him down at the 30.
Calvin Roan getting him around the shoelaces, and honestly, if he doesn't make that tackle there, getting a little bit of space and the speed that he possesses, that could have been really dangerous. A nice job by Allen to weave through traffic as it was.
15-yard gain starts the drive for Allen and the Rams. Clock ticking inside of 3 minutes, 28-14 Central Dauphin leads. 1st and 10 from their own 30. Mosey has both receivers down towards the bottom boundary as the student section whited out at Memorial Field starts to get into it once more. Allen in motion once more. It's a give to him, this time to the left side. Tries to cut it back, and he's thrown down after a 2-yard pickup.
Zion Allen on the carry for Central Dauphin. Ty Salazar on the tackle for State College.
2.5 to play, third quarter, 2nd down and 8. Central Dauphin on their own 32. Now clinging all of a sudden to a 2-score lead. Tyrell English into the game at running back. Now David Chase this time into motion. Give to English. He cuts it back outside, gets into the secondary, flag flies as English tiptoes out of bounds around midfield. Mosey's up in arms. We'll have to see if this is another miscue from the Rams.
That flag is way back behind the play, and it looks like a hold, and there it is.
Penalty against Central Dauphin.
Those penalties continuing to impact the Rams. It's going to erase a large gain on the play by English. Back this Rams offense back up.
You said it, Preston. 5 motion penalties from the Central Dauphin offense. A couple of untimely targeting calls on the defense to give State High a couple of scores. Now backing themselves up again after a big gain on 2nd and 8. Tides continuing to turn.
2nd down, 16.
Here Memorial Field. After the penalty, it's the 2nd and 16 from the 24. Clock stops with 2:01 to play in the third quarter. Chase in motion once more. Mosey keeps it, runs into a wall of maroon, and is thrown down at the 25.
Kyle Kersinger, the defensive end, all over Mosey on that one. A huge stop to bring him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Kyle Kersinger.
One more stop away from getting the ball right back to the red-hot State College offense.
It's 3rd and 15.
Central Dauphin hasn't converted 5 of their last 6 third down opportunities. They're 4 for 9 on the evening. This is a 3rd and 15 from their own 25. Before the snap, timeout on the field from State High.
Timeout, State College.
1:21 to go, third quarter, 28-14 Central Dauphin leads. Preston, a monumental third down upcoming. If you're either head coach, what are you saying in the huddle?
Well, if I'm Matt Lintel in that State College huddle, I'm telling my guys, no bad penalties here. They've got a long way to go. If you're going to drop back in coverage, play it safe, convene on the ball once that pass is run or whether you see that ball handed off. and get them down. I don't want to see a face mask. I don't want to see any kind of pass interference. I want to see that stop from the defense, keep them disciplined. They've done the nice job thus far on this drive. Continue to do it. Meanwhile, if I'm Glenn McAmey and I'm trying to get my offense going, it's 3rd and long, sitting back. Got to let your quarterback, Max Mosey, go to work. The senior with D1 offers, 4 touchdowns in the game, all of them on the first 4 drives, has been stalled out since. Got to let him settle in the pocket and find a receiver to get this first down.
They've had Mosey going deep in these situations. Are you letting him do it again here?
I think you need to. I think you try to find a seam or in the slot or maybe go on that far side, but you send a receiver out and see if he can beat the secondary.
All 3 receivers are at the top of your screen, and the stanchion is shaking at Memorial Field. 3rd and 15, Mosey to keep it. Up the middle, he's thrown down at the 30. Ball comes out at the end, scramble for it.
Max Mosey on the carry.
Looks like Central Dauphin had it back. Either way, well short of the first down. Kersinger with another tackle.
Kersinger going strong on back-to-back plays to rip down Mosey to the turf. This defense has made the critical adjustment needed to get into Mosey and create some pressure. And now as this 3rd quarter comes ticking to a close, offense is going to get another chance for the Little Lions, a full momentum shift that we saw from the beginning of the game.
Stauffer on the punt. Bryson Yoder deep for State High. Long booming kick. Takes a Central Dauphin roll all the way to the 20-yard line. 21 seconds on the clock in the 3rd quarter. It's 28-14 Rams. There's some new juice here in State College. It's all thanks to 3rd-string quarterback Ian Brandt.
Yeah, you're probably going to see Brandt come back out on this drive. He's got 2 drives under his belt in this second half. That first one stalling out in the Rams territory, but that second one going down, taking advantage of some big defensive miscues by the Rams and getting into the end zone. See Brandt and company come back out here once again, and 21 seconds here in the 3rd quarter, but you're looking to go 80 yards. It's probably going to trickle into the 4th, but finding a way to score and make this a 1-possession game.
Dante Nastasi, TJ Yoder lined up at receiver. Yurka in the backfield. Brandt starts from his own 20. First down and 10, 21 seconds on the clock in the 3rd quarter, and just about everybody jumps before the ball is snapped.
All-star penalty against State College.
Probably the easiest call the officiating crews had tonight.
Well, it was more than one Little Lion, that's for sure. Now 1st and 15 now here for Brandt. See if they opt to go to the ground or try to sip one out in the air and get a quick 6 or 7 like they have been able to successfully do over their last couple of drives.
1st and 15 now from the 15-yard line. Brandt entered at the beginning of the second half. 2 successive drives in the Rams territory, the last ending with a 15-yard touchdown pass to Owen Yurka. Brandt, another quick move out in the flat. Yurka bobbled it. Central Dauphin saying it was a backwards lateral, but the officials quickly signaled forward pass and incomplete.
Yeah, it's the exact same play that you saw go for a 15-yard touchdown for Yurka on that last drive. And, you know, I think if he catches that when he's got a step to maybe get around the defense and try to stretch it out for at least a gain of 5 or 6. But, again, another situation where you see the eyes going upfield a little too quickly, in and out of the hands, and a 2nd and 15 to come.
17 seconds on the 3rd quarter clock, 28-14 Central Dauphin. 2nd and 15 for State High. Brandt running out of time on the play clock. And that's going to force a very frustrated Matt Lentel to already spend his 2nd timeout of this second half.
Yeah, that's tough. You saw in the first half, State College went into the half with all 3 of their timeouts, really saving them up toward the end and not having a need to use them. But now here in the 3rd quarter, you burn back-to-back timeouts, 1 on the defense there on the last drive, 1 here on the offense, stalling out, just running out of time, knowing that you take another penalty and make this a 2nd and even longer. It's probably going to be tough to rebound from it. Just doesn't set you up well as this game runs down the stretch.
Only 1 timeout for the Little Lions now, trying to battle back from behind, overcome a 28-point deficit. 2nd down and 15. State High operating from their own 15, the tail end of quarter number 3. Brandt trots the offense back out onto the field. Brandt with a give up the middle to Yurka. Yurka has passed that first wave of pressure and is wrapped up around the belt at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 5.
3rd and long for State High. That'll bring us into the final interval from Memorial Field. State High's battled back and made it interesting. A 2-score game into the final 15 minutes. We'll see if State High has enough left in the tank, that depleted offensive unit, to complete the comeback. 4th quarter after this here on CNET. Only 12 minutes separate the Central Dauphin Rams from a 3-1 record and a 2-0 start in conference play, but State High has something to say about that. 28-14 Rams heading into the final interval, and third-string quarterback Ian Brandt back out with the offense here on 3rd and 10. Throw over the middle, hauled in, thrown down. It was a little bit of a trickeration there from the Little Lions, and Yoder hauled it in. It came from Yurka on the double pass after he swept across the side of the field, ultimately just short of the line to gain.
Oh man, Yurka did everything he could to stay on his feet after getting by the first hit, getting that ball away just before absorbing the second hit and getting it down. Just not enough for State College, and it looks like they got a punt here.
Spotted as a 4th and 3. Clock will continue to run. State High, remember, already used 2 timeouts in this half. They'll send the ball back to the Rams. Line drive kick away from Noel, and he'll watch it roll all the way towards the 30.
Solid punt there from Murphy all the way down inside of that 30-yard line. And now the defense comes back out, has had all of the momentum since probably, to be honest, the second quarter, Andre. This offense from Central Dauphin punched them in the jaw right out of the gate, that 28-0 lead. Haven't seen much since. A lot of pressure from that front, especially in Kersinger on the defense for State College, and expect a lot of the same here. The formula's been working.
See what Mosey's got on 1st down and 10. In motion, out of the pocket, drops it off right towards the sticks. Noel has it. A little bit of up-tempo now from Central Dauphin trying to get into a rhythm. Made the line to gain. Fresh set of downs for the Rams. 10:55 left in the ball game. 28-14 Central Dauphin leads. Mosey waves Allen into motion. Gives to him on the sweep. Goes up the middle and immediately thrown down. Kersinger again on the stop. And it's ripped down for no gain. He continues to have an impact on that defense. We'll see what happens, though. A late marker. And it looks like it is against the Little Lions. Kersinger might have gripped the face mask on the tackle.
That's tough. Kersinger, that leader, the senior off of that defensive line, has made a couple of critical plays thus far, but that one's going to be costly. Makes this one a lot farther up. And now a 1st down.
Ball heads to the other side of midfield, the Little Lion 47-yard line. Max Mosey and the offense for the Rams has been held in check since the second quarter, but it only takes one shot from that electric arm to deliver a potential knockout punch. Flag pre-snap, English up the middle, doesn't have much going. J.W. Scott in on the stop amongst others. We'll check on the laundry.
That flag all the way down on the near line almost looks like it could be perhaps an illegal formation or someone lining up off sides. It does seem like it's going to go against the Rams.
If that's the case, there it is. Pre-snap penalty number 6 for the offense.
Yeah, it looks like that could be a legal formation. Considering the play lined up, likely leaving someone on the line uncovered. Backs up the offense yet again.
First and 10 becomes first and 15. Now back on the other side of midfield.
First and 15, Central Dauphin.
Mosey rolls to his opposite side. Flicks it downfield on the run, in and out of the hands of Allen, nearly intercepted. Roan had a shot at it, just couldn't look it in.
Man, that ball batted up in the air. Dante Nastasi back there involved as well, but Calvin Roan had that chance to get that ball in his hands. It would have been a massive time shifter in the middle of this contest, but nonetheless, it's going to set up a second and long, and the defense continuing to cause troubles for this Rams offense.
Allen off the field for second and 15. Clock stopped with 10:13 to play. 28-14 Central Dauphin leads. Chase breaks late. Give to him around the outside. Block thrown by English. Chase high steps down the sideline. We'll see where he stepped out. 3 yards short of the line to gain at the 40.
You give Chase a little bit more room on the outside, and he's taking that one to the house. Biggest defender there for State College was the sideline, as Chase was able to burn around the outside, and stepping out will bring up a third and short.
Third down and 3.
Gain of 12 on the play. It'll bring up third and 3.
Clock stops with 10:07 left. Mosey's going to try to run for it. Around the edge. Fighting through tacklers. Pushing the pile forward. He's got the first down. Max Mosey. Money once more on third down.
My goodness, Mosey looked like he was stood up about 2 yards short. Instead, he gets about 3 to 4 yards past the yards a gain, just continuing to chop those legs and pushing the pile. Mosey gets a much-needed first down as the clock ticks under 10.
Used all 190 pounds to get to the Little Lion 33. Selby and Chase split to either side. English and running back. Give is to Chase. Tries to get around the perimeter again. This time, nothing going after the minimal gain. TJ Yoder chases him down.
The one thing that does do is stop the clock, Andre. He gets out of bounds on that far side. And the 14-point lead here in the fourth quarter. The more you can keep that clock working, the better advantage that Central Dauphin will have.
Second down and 5 from the state high 28. It's a 2-score lead for the Rams. Mosey set to throw. Looking for the deep ball over the middle. Incomplete. David Chase had 6 points in his back pocket, but he couldn't chase it down.
Great off the fingertips there by Chase. He had beaten his man, and that was a little bit more reminiscent of what we saw from this Rams offense earlier in this contest, getting past the back line of the secondary and taking those deep shots. Instead, it'll bring up another third down. Let's see if this Rams offense can convert once again.
3rd and 5 from the Little Lion 28. 2-score lead for Max Mosey and the Central Dauphin Rams. Allen in motion. Give around the edge. Allen is stuffed. J.W. Scott in on it again. Decision time for the Rams.
Zion Allen on the carry for Central Dauphin. Jack Rochon with the tackle for State High.
Inside of 9 minutes, 4th down and 5.
Central Dauphin.
If there was ever any doubt, the offense stays out on the field. Line to gain is the 23.
Crowd on their feet making some noise here. White out in the student section. It's a deafening sound. Let's see if this offense can make it happen.
Mosey, set the throw, chase down, takes off, throws over the middle, it's caught. Randy Rudy inside the 20 for the first down.
Man, Mosey, a veteran move. He draws the defender off of Rudy, making it look like he's going to run and then putting on the brakes before he gets to the line and flicking it out for the first down to the man of Rudy, where that defender had just vacated. An excellent play by the quarterback that silences this Memorial Field crowd.
Central Dauphin now 3 for 3 on 4th down in the ball game. .803, clock continues to run, 28-14, first down and 10 from the 19-yard line. Mosey cuts in field, Mosey, end zone, touchdown, Rams. Remember the name, Max Money Mosey, 19 yards, and it's 34-14 Rams.
Second on the ground of the day for Mosey, responsible for all 5 of the touchdowns for Central Dauphin. Man, he made that one happen himself, making a defender miss, breaking a tackle, and diving into the end zone. A critical touchdown to stretch that lead here late in the 4th.
Second rushing touchdown of the evening. Give him 5 total. Matches 7 coming into tonight. Extra point is true. 35-14, and a hush has fallen over the Little Lions' den. 7:51 left to play. That might have been the knockout punch for Central Dauphin. Little Lions will try to respond when we come back here on CNET. After a dormant quarter and a half, the Central Dauphin offense finally finds the end zone once more, and big surprise, Max Mosey, touchdown number 5 on the evening, makes it 35-14 Central Dauphin. Kickoff to Yoder, State High running out of time. He'll bundle his way to the 30-yard line with 7:45 to go. Little Lions take over.
Well, another chance here to see what Ian Brandt and this offense can do. Things are not entirely out of the picture yet. Yes, it's a 21-point deficit, but still 7:45 on the clock. See what State College can put together. This offense has had some success in this second half. A long touchdown drive, another long drive that was stalled out. A penalty that ended that last drive a little earlier than they would have liked. But here's a chance for State College to try and take advantage and see what Brandt can do, probably through the air.
Once again, no Finn Firmanek, the normal State High starter, out for this contest. No Deshaun Green as well in the passing game at wide receiver. It's been pieced together by Matt Linsell and company, and it's only yielded 14 points so far. There's been more chances for the Little Lions. Brandt off his back foot into coverage, nearly intercepted. Wenrich had it. Went for the one-handed catch with his right, and he'll do a couple push-ups knowing that he might have missed 6 points right there for the defense.
Yeah, the backup quarterback and starting safety, A.J. Wenrich, had himself a chance to pick that ball off and really make this a doomed look for this offense. But Brandt fortunate enough to get another look here on second down.
2nd and 10. Brandt, happy feet in the pocket. Tries to shake through one, down he goes. Sandwiched by the Central Dauphin defense, and now it's 3rd and a country mile.
Ian Brandt sacked by
Darian Thomas gets credited with the sack.
Just too much pressure back there for Brandt, trying to set the feet and look downfield, and it looked like he might have had a man across the middle of the field, but it's tough when you have pressure coming from left and right. Tries to step up. He's brought down on the sack in third and quite some distance, looks like 20 to be exact.
Here comes
from State College.
Jack Morris on the field for this 3rd and 20. Morris, first action of the second half, rolls out, gets nailed by Thomas, and the pass is incomplete.
Some big hits delivered by that Central Dauphin front line of the defense to these quarterbacks for State College. Morris absolutely crushed on that one, rolling out to the near side. Looks like there is a flag on the play, but it's not in the area of the hit.
It's an eligible man downfield on the Little Lions.
Receiver downfield, the call against State High.
Here it is, 4th and 20. Out comes the punt team.
4th down.
Tough situation here. You trail by 21 with not a lot of time left. With this deep and this long to go on a 4th down, you almost have to punt this one away. If you don't get it, you're serving it up on a platter for that Central Dauphin offense to try and come back through. Punt unit comes out for State College. It's just a tough break.
Andre Noel set to receive the punt. State College 45-yard line. It's a line drive, rugby-style kick straight at him, and he's tackled on the plus side of midfield.
Andre Noel takes Quinn Murphy's
6:43 to go. The Rams will take over, 35-14 lead on their 3rd drive this game, starting in enemy territory.
TJ Yoder on the tackle for State College.
Max Mosey back in the game, 5 touchdowns tonight. See what he's got left in his bag of tricks. Starting from the Little Lions, 46. Mosey, all day to throw. Flips it out to Selby, makes a move in space. And he's got the first down at past the 35.
It's a name we haven't heard much of tonight in Selby. Had that massive game against Chambersburg last week, but hasn't gotten too involved so far today. I believe it's his 2nd catch.
1st and 10 from the Little Lions, 33. Mosey rolls out, running out of time. Keeps the play alive. Directing blockers upfield. He'll step out at the 30.
Mosey does such a great job of evading pressure and able to scramble to that near side, give his receivers as much time as possible. But you got to credit the State College secondary on that one, holding strong and not allowing a man to slip loose. It'll only be a gain of about 2 or 3 yards on the scramble. Bring up a 2nd down.
Easy to see why Max Mosey's stock has risen. Offers from St. Francis and Holy Cross just this past couple of weeks. A young man that's been playing meaningful snaps for this Central Dauphin team since his sophomore year. He's really taken the helm here as a senior. Early pressure, he'll scramble out of it again. Stops on a dime, throws over the middle, and it's through the hands of his tender receiver, Rudy. Incomplete.
Max Mosey's pass is incomplete.
Just a plus level of execution by Mosey to be able to evade that pressure. You don't see many high school quarterbacks able to have that much confidence when you have 2 men that break through the line directly at you to step straight back, spin out of a tackle, and scramble near side to try and make a play. That's what Mosey was able to do there. We've seen it time in and time out. Just continuing to show the abilities that he possesses at the helm of this offense.
3rd down, Givell up the middle to Chase. And he gets the line to gain all the way to the 20.
On the carry for Central Dauphin.
Change of tempo as once again the Rams at the red zone. 5:57 left to play. Going on to that 35-14 lead. Mosey's in no particular hurry. Play action fake to English. Mosey doesn't have anything open, floats towards the back pylon, it's intercepted. Tried to float it up for Allen, and the first mistake of the night. Gets greedy looking for touchdown number 6, and State High comes up with the takeaway.
Ty Salazar with the interception.
Salazar coming through with that interception, and it was a moment where the man was open in the end zone, but the first turnover for Boise just tried to air that one out, left it a little short, and still 5 minutes and change for the State College offense to put some things together. The question is here, do you see Jack Morris or Ian Brandt? Saw a little bit of Morris at the tail end of that last drive, both backup quarterbacks getting some reps, and you see both of them standing there in the huddle, getting some info from Matt Lintel.
See who breaks the huddle. It is Morris. And out to start the drive. 5:33 left. First turnover of the game for Central Dauphin. Second pick of the year for Mosey. Morris nearly finds his own interception. More push-ups for this CD defense. They've been active. David Chase almost found himself staring at plenty of green grass. Got to think at this point, Preston, 5.5 minutes left, 35-14 deficit. This is more a look ahead if you're State High for who you're going to roll with moving forward.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a situation where you're going to continue to get that ball in the air as much as possible.
Morris dove forward. There was some belief that the ball came out. Looks like he's still on top of it. Stays with State High, third down upcoming.
We don't know the severity of Furmanak's injury, and that's what it comes down to. Morris and Brandt getting them significant reps in this game, and you trail at this point. Give your quarterback as much opportunity to handle the pressure, throw that ball downfield, see which way this offense can move under which quarterback.
Morris scrambles on third down, tries to dive forward towards the marker. He'll end up well short.
That pressure was quick on Morris. His first instinct was to tuck it and run. And I think if he gives himself in the back a little bit longer, a little bit out of the pocket, and exchange and try to throw that football, maybe he gets a little bit more on that play.
Under 5 to go. Offense stays out on the field for 4th and 4. Morris try to keep the game alive. High throw, incomplete. That'll about tell the story for the State High offense. Yoder couldn't climb the ladder. Central Dauphin takes over on downs.
Yeah, Yoder's open on that one. That's a situation with Morris on the run. Just left that ball a little bit high, and that pressure chasing him out of the pocket yet again. And that's been the story tonight. No Finn Furmanak and a little bit of issues for that State College offense. A couple of solid drives put together, and you saw some bright spots from both Morris and Brandt. But it's just a lot of missed receivers down the field and just not quite connecting on that offensive end. It's been tough for State College.
So Central Dauphin takes over. Be on the State High 26-yard line. Allen with the give on first down. Outside, gets an angle, going for the corner. Out of bounds, around the 5.
Bottled up inside, he takes the step back and brings it around the outside edge. That defense clustered inside the box, and Allen able to stretch that one down. They're going to say he stepped out at about the 14-yard line marked there, but still first down as this offense continues to knock on the door, looking for touchdown number 6 of the day.
See if Mosey can find his 6th of the day. 4:24 left, clock stops, 1st and 10 for the Rams. Mosey will give it to English. English wrapped around the ankles, thrown down by Scott.
David Chase on the carry. John Scott with the tackle for State College.
Second down and 9 from the 13. Mosey hands it off once again. Allen can't find pay dirt. Tackle past the 10-yard line. Third down upcoming.
Brian Allen on the carry for Central Dauphin. Third down, Central Dauphin at the State High 10.
Clock now ticks inside of 4 minutes. 3:36 left to play. Third down and 5 from the State High 9. Mosey Gives it to English. English plows ahead. Touchdown, Rams. Tyrell English was involved in the theatrics early, and he finds pay dirt here at the tail end to make it 41-14.
His first touchdown on the ground today, flexing for some of those cameras as English is able to scramble in. Just an icing on the cake for this Central Dauphin offense that really had their way today.
Extra point knocked through, 42-14. Now the result of formality was 3:11 to go. We'll step aside before the final three and change. Watching high school football live on CNET. .3:11 left to play from Memorial Field, and a game was once within 2 scores, has since been blown wide open. Central Dauphin 2 more touchdowns in the final interval, and a 42-14 lead. Andre Miguel, Preston Shoemaker here with you on CNET. Tyrell English touchdown run moments ago. Put this one well out of reach, and the Rams well on their way to a 3-1 record. Third touchback of the day, and State High will get started. Preston, feel like it's appropriate now to start to look ahead for both of these teams. And first you got to start with the Rams, because really didn't really know where their season was going to head after this COVID scare in the beginning of the season. They've had 3 games so far either canceled or postponed, so only a 3-1 record after tonight, but they still have the bulk of conference play ahead of them. Play Carlisle, Altoona, but really you got to think that game against rival Central Dauphin East could decide the division.
No, absolutely. Mackay Flowers of Central Dauphin East, a future Penn State commit, has really led that team to a successful season thus far. Altoona's a team that jumped out to a 3-0 record to start the season, but has slid in their last couple of contests. And you know, you look at the Rams and what they've been able to do today, you can see the offense has worked well. The defense has come up when it needed to, and just finding the ability to continue and put together a couple wins, put them right in the middle of conference play as the postseason approaches.
And meanwhile, you got to look at things for State College and the Little Lions. Lake Cumberland Valley next week. And they still have a lot of conference games ahead of them as well, but staring a 3-3 record, in the face. And this is unfamiliar territory for a State High team that's usually right up there. And where do you really go from here? Still trying to get healthy on the offensive side of the ball.
Look, I mean, you got some young guys on that offense stepping up into key roles, especially without Jashawn Green out there, one of your best offensive weapons. I think it's just continuing to find those little subtle improvements and then find the areas that you still need to improve on. Today, it was a lot of handling the blitz on that offensive line, finding ways to get your quarterback a little bit more time and find ways to string that offense together. An offense that was really put around Finn Fermanak these first couple of weeks, and if his absence is going to be extended, finding a way that you can get an offense that's comfortable for Jack Morris and Ian Brandt, 2 juniors in that backup role that are more than capable of getting the job done, as we've seen in flashes tonight.
State High converts, balls to the 33, 1st and 10. Clock now ticks under 2 minutes left to play. Preston, got to ask you to play a little devil's advocate here. Assuming Finn Fermanak's not good to go next week, what have you seen out of these 2 quarterbacks, each of them, to make a case to start next week?
Look, I think Jack Morris has done a nice job evading pressure when it's come. There's been a couple of times where his throws have been errant, but all things considered, I think Morris brings a little bit of a rushing attack that he can get a job done on the ground. And we talked about it in the pregame a little bit. The football IQ is off the charts for a guy like Morris, and Matt Lintel has really credited him as being one of the leaders on this team despite being a junior and a backup at the quarterback spot.
Couple of confidence-boosting throws. Nastasi with back-to-back receptions. 1:27 to go. State High back in the Rams territory.
And you flip the script and you look at Ian Brandy, got a little bit of time out there on the field here early in the second half, took a big hit and haven't seen him since. But I think the two of those guys continue to pound things off back and forth. I don't think it's one person's job. It's going to be open each week, and as long as Fermanak's not in the game, you're going to be looking at both of those guys chipping back and forth and trying to find a way to get on the field.
High throw incomplete. Something else you got to look at, Preston, the running back position for State High. Drayvon West is getting a little bit of a opportunity here in this last drive. We didn't see Brady Bendick, though, all second half, and this is a young man with a future. He's committed to play baseball at Navy just in the past couple weeks. So football, not a priority sport, looking to keep himself healthy, but we don't see him in that second half, and he's the main back for this State High team, and that's the last thing you need, another situation on the offensive side of the ball where you have some holes to potentially fill.
Yeah, it's a situation where you look at Bendick and what he's been able to do this season. You hope that all things are well with him, but if it's not Bendick, it's got to be that next man up. Owen Yurka, a couple of fumbles in the contest today, but finding a way to compose this offense and just find the right guys and get that confidence level up. When you're playing with confidence, it's a whole new level. I mean, the way that Morris has been able to kind of push the offense down the field here has been pretty promising, and when you have that confidence, it's a whole new level when you're out there on the field.
Morris is at the 37, play action. Forced to evade to his right. He'll take off once more. Scamper out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Jack Morris runs for a gain of 6 yards. All spotted at the 31-yard line of Central Dauphin, second down.
Again for Morris. Got essentially the entire first half. The helm of this little Lions team, the one touchdown, the one interception as well. Then I went to Ian Brandt for a little bit, and it's been Morris in the 3 drives since. This by far the most promising of half number 2. His 3rd straight run, and it's another first down.
That's what Morris brings to the table. I think he's able to really show that he can be a dual threat kind of guy. If he can find a way to hone in some of those errant passes, it's really going to settle him in nicely in this quarterback role. He's got the experience in this offense. He's gotten those reps over the last 2 years in the fill-in spot. And when he's feeling confident and he's getting these guys in stride, he can really show that this offense can be navigated down the field as they have here.
Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
That time, skip the pass towards his intended receiver. Just 47 seconds left. 2nd down and 10 upcoming for the Little Lions at the 22 of Central Dauphin, but State High trails 42-14. Play clock within 10. Morris will just get the snap off. Give to West, tries to spin out of pressure in the backfield, and down he goes.
Trey West on the carry for State College.
No gain on the play.
No gain, it'll be 3rd and 10.
No need to snap the ball again, so we'll see how much urgency the Little Lions have.
I think Morris wants to get one more play off, maybe take one more shot to the end zone and try to just feel good about how this drive came together.
Here it is, Morris with 15 seconds left. Floats it for the end zone. It's caught, touchdown. In a day that has been very gray for the Little Lions, a good spot to end it on. Salzer, same man with the interception, hauls in the State High touchdown with 11 seconds to go.
It was a good throw there by Morris as well. He's moving on the play, but able to drop that in over a defender right at the pylon, and keeping a foot in is Salzer to get that touchdown on the board. And like I said, Andre, you know, it's not going to change the outcome of this game, but it's certainly going to change the way that Morris feels going back onto the sideline and preparing for potentially another week in that starting position. To have the confidence to go down the field late in the game and find yourself in the end zone, just boost that up a little bit and put you in a position where you can try to improve for next week.
2
touchdowns now for Jack Morris, 11 seconds left. 42-21, Central Dauphin.
Fans, your Little Lions return home in 2 weeks when they host Carlisle at 7 o'clock here at Memorial Field. Be sure to visit the State College Athletics ticket page to purchase your tickets and lock in your seats to cheer on State High on Friday, October 15th at 7 o'clock here at Memorial Field.
Not exactly the homecoming that State High supporters were after. 42-21, Central Dauphin on the verge of victory. And a good drive at the end of the game from Jack Morris. Give the Little Lions some momentum going in the next week's showdown against Cumberland Valley on the road in Mechanicsburg. Squibbed kick will be picked up around the 25. Juice Selby hasn't really gotten involved in the receiving game to the extent he did last week against Chambersburg with the 8 catches and 2 touchdowns. So return that forward and 2 seconds left. Got to think a knees up coming and a well-deserved curtain call for Max Mosey.
Spotted at the Rams' 48-yard line.
Mosey responsible for 5 touchdowns on the day, 2 on the ground, 3 in the air. Really put together a good showing today, and it's tough to really discredit that State College defense. Mosey is just one of those guys that's going to be tough to face day in and day out. He got the job done, and really got to tip the cap to what State College was able to do throughout that second quarter and early in the third. Really slowed him down, figured it out. That momentum had fully shifted around, but at the end of the day, this Rams offense was able to figure it out. Head coach Glenn McNamee able to get that job done.
That's the end of the game with your final score.
There's your final score, 42-21. Central Dauphin takes it over State High. The Rams go to 3-1 on the season, and the Little Lions drop to 3-3. Preston, any final takeaways here from this one?
You know, like I said, if you're State High, you got to find the little things to improve on. Maybe it's blocking up front. Maybe it's just getting comfortable with that offense. But, you know, your Central Dauphin, it's a good win, but you got to remember the amount of turnovers that the amount of penalties that they had to deal with throughout this contest. A lot of pre-snap penalties, a couple of targeting calls on the defense. It's just something that they really need to figure out moving forward.
We'll be right back after this here on CNET. One last thoughts here from this one, but 42-21, Central Dauphin takes it over State High. Our final score from Memorial Field, Central Dauphin 42, State College 21. Andre Miguel, Preston Shoemaker here with your post-game recap for high school football on CNET. And Preston, we can continue to talk about Max Mosey all night long. The 5 touchdowns, outstanding, but really it's his way to beat teams in multiple ways. Done it with the arm early, then with the legs as the game went on. A true difference maker at the quarterback position.
Absolutely, Andre. I mean, we said it multiple times, but his ability to evade pressure, scramble out of the pocket, and make that throw, the left-handed quarterback really showed off tonight, especially in the first quarter. That punch to the jaw, 28-0 jump out for Central Dauphin really played into the final score on this one. Had they not gotten out to such a big lead early, things really evened out in the middle of this game, but Mosey was able to get it done in the end. He's definitely a star player for this Rams offense.
Rams moved to 3-1 on the season. Meanwhile, State High now at a record of 3-3, and the injuries on the offensive side of the ball are really starting to pile up. Wide receiver, quarterback, now maybe even running back. If you're Matt Lintel, where do you go from here?
You know, you got to find that next man up mentality. You saw it tonight with Morris and Brandt. I think you continue to settle in on those guys. They're at the practice every week just like everybody else. You got to find a way to step up. Sometimes that opportunity to get into a contest is really going to be that difference maker of finding that next guy that's going to be a star for you throughout this season or the following season. So if you're State College, just rely on that depth that you have. It's already a younger team, but finding a way to just coach them up, find ways to get a little bit better every single week. You put all that together, and you're going to find yourself looking back and probably being proud of the way your team was able to respond to adversity as the season continued.
State College goes on the road to Cumberland Valley next week, then comes here to play Carlisle in 2 weeks. You can catch coverage of that one right here on CNET. That's going to do it from tonight here from Memorial Field. For our entire production team, from our broadcast partner, Preston Shoemaker, I'm Andre Magaro. Thank you for joining us. Once again, our final score, Central Dauphin 42, State High 14. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone.